Well, here we go. What's up, guys? Scott the Console Snob here. You're watching RU18, which is the live stream for RetroUnlim Live. And at the moment, we're a bit anemic. I've had a few problems trying to get this bloody stream started. So let's introduce the people who are in the podcast right now. I'd like to first introduce Zachary on his third or fourth time in the stream from Getting Your Nerd On. Hello, Zach.
Hey guys, what's up? Actually, Kyla's here with me today too.
Hello.
Oh, all right, hello, Kyla.
Hey.
How are you?
Yeah, good. And our special guest this week.
You forgot who I am, haven't you?
No, I haven't. I'm just a Spears talking. Our special guest this week is Ray Sickmon, who is the developer of Jumpman Forever, which you may have heard on Kickstarter. He's trying to generate some money to bring out a rebirth of the Jumpman game back in the old days of 2600 and ColecoVision, all those other great consoles. And someone else just jumped on. Now Patrick, the 8-bit relic. Say hello, Patrick. Thanks, Pat. Leave me standing. Anyway. So what's going on, guys?
Not much. What is going on? We're just chilling, drinking some beers. Yeah, we're on Kyla's Chromebook, which I'm about to do a review of Chromebooks because I hate them when this webcam on it built-in shit itself a while back. This computer's brand fucking new. So anyway, whatever. So you can't see us today, unfortunately. But yeah, so we're just sitting around drinking, chilling. It's snowing. You know, outside is covered in snow and shit, and it's cold. So.
Awesome. Yeah. The weather sucks here too, but that's only because it's rain and shit. But no one gives a fuck about rain. Let's talk about some news. Right, the Metro, a shitty paper that you get on the train in the UK, had a headline a couple of days ago called "Shopper Caught Masturbating in Sainsbury's." This guy apparently has been banned from every supermarket in the UK because he's been caught not once but twice pleasuring himself in the fucking aisles. Yeah, so there you go. Want to talk about that? No, let's move on. That's the 80s.
That's awesome. I'll talk about that.
Fucking why?
I don't know.
What's the point of? What, does he get off on like the meat counter or something? He sees those fucking slices of ham. He's like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna rub one out looking at that. Oh yeah.
I guess.
He was a pick on that.
Well, maybe it's not exciting for him unless it's in public.
Yeah, good point.
There is exhibitionists.
Yeah. Maybe
there's also dirty pervs as well.
Yeah, well, maybe he's used to seeing girls' vaginas that look like a hand grenade went off in a deli. Who knows?
Yeah, probably. Smooth, real smooth. But yeah, I got sent this a couple of days ago. I got this sent to me. It's like, oh, you got to put this on the live stream. It's like, it's pretty fucking self-explanatory. You look at the link and it's just this guy. What makes me laugh is that this guy's been put on a sex offenders register since 2010 when he was found guilty exposing himself in another supermarket. So you would have thought by now they would have had a fucking picture of this guy's head everywhere. Like, if you see him, he's going to rub one out in your establishment. Like, oh man. Anyway, let's get on to Jumpman. The question, yeah, I love to jump around. It's funny. Oh, funny enough, we're going to talk about Jumpman. So, Davis, why?
Why? Because it's fun. That'd be the best way of explaining it. When I was growing up, we had a Commodore 64 and Jumpman. It was my favorite game. Probably my top 10 games that I ever played. And, yeah, just the fact that there's not any platformers that play quite like it in the modern era makes it an ideal target.
Yeah, that's cool. When I was looking at the Kickstarter, which I will plug, I just really thought, like, yeah, it's a cool idea and all that stuff, but the only people who are going to buy it, I'm not knocking you at all, I'm not going to knock the game at all, but the only people going to buy it are people who are nostalgic towards that game. I couldn't imagine people seeing it above that. How would you appeal to those people who have never played Jumpman?
For the Kickstarter, that's damned hard. to appeal to anybody who hasn't played Jumpman before. With indie games, it comes down to a lot of times a lot of word of mouth and online marketing. It's going to be the same for Jumpman. It's going to be if the gameplay is right, it's going to make the rounds. If it's not right, and you know what? There's one thing that a lot of people who are aficionados of indie games have kind of come to accept is that it's not about the graphics, it's about the gameplay. Gameplay is everything in an indie game.
Yeah, without a doubt.
I mean, look at like the Binding of Isaac. I mean, this looks like somebody's hand drawn, almost, slightly better than crayon work. But the gameplay was fantastic.
And the game is pretty dark, like masturbating in the supermarket. I don't know if anyone else has played that Binding of Isaac game, but fuck me, it's depressing. It's like Legend of Zelda that just pissed all over itself and decided to kill itself. It's just like, it's such a messed up game. But yeah, I can tell you what. Yeah, I can see what you're there. It's not about the graphics. It's about what the game is all about, and that's the gameplay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought it was an interesting concept because, like I said, can you appeal to people outside of that? But what really intrigued me is what consoles and what platforms you're striving for, especially the Ouya, which doesn't get enough love in my opinion. I find that console to be really, really cool. The only market it's drawn to right now is the emulator market, where people just play all their old games on the Ouya. So it's cool to see a fresh take on a retro game on that system.
Yeah, the Ouya, it definitely is lacking a little bit right now. A lot of the games that got ported over to the Ouya were the lowest hanging fruit, the crap that really I wouldn't have played on the PC, Android, or anywhere else anyways.
Yeah,
you mentioned the emulation thing. I've got a USB stick off the back of my Ouya that's just filled with ROMs, and that's the primary function I have for my Ouya at the moment. There's just not enough cool games.
Yeah, I've done that as well. It's like I bought an Ouya, I was going to do a big video on it and all this stuff, and I just couldn't get round to it because it's basically an EverDrive on steroids. It's got a HDMI output, and there's all this stuff, and it's like, where's the originality? Yeah, you got a few games like Shadowgun and all that, but that's just a blatant knockoff of Gears of War. So I just want to see games on that system, and I want to see that system grow, because it'll be an awesome little console when the price is right and people are not bothered by what graphics gives you. So yeah, it's a cool idea.
Well, and it's funny you say that the graphics portion of it, it's not that the Ouya isn't capable. Yes,
No.
It is less powerful than an Xbox 360, but it's not so far down there that people can't do graphically intense games.
Well,
you're not going to see Crysis 3 on there or something.
Oh,
like
hell no. But to be quite honest with you, who wants to play Crysis 3? I played that when it first came out, and it was just... I'm bored, absolutely bored playing that game. I loved the first Crysis, don't get me wrong. But the other two just made me want to go to fucking sleep. Or made me want to go to a supermarket and start fucking jerking off. Because that's a little bit more dangerous than actually playing the game.
Makes you want to start warming up some cantaloupes.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's part of the goal behind picking the Ouya was, honestly, I wanted to see Jumpman on my big screen TV. And the other part was Ouya has the Free to Games fund that they're doing right now, which is a matching fund. When you run a Kickstarter up from starting at $10,000 and up, they match your funding level. So if you do $20,000 like I just did, they're going to match it with $20,000 for us to keep it as a 6-month exclusive on Ouya, which is hopefully going to bring some great games to the Ouya first. And hopefully bring a little bit of excitement to the platform.
Well, that's what it needs. It needs indie developers bound together, because you're not going to get the big companies doing anything with that console unless they're going to port their mobile games to the Ouya. So it's good to have indie developers developing for that console. But are you going like the route of quite a lot of indie developers and like going with Sony, and because at the moment, like the PlayStation 4 has probably its best games are not AAA titles; they're all indie games like Resogun. So are you planning to go on that route as well?
No, and we actually have a reason for that beyond the expense of doing it. When we were granted the license for Jumpman Forever, it did not include the major consoles. It was specifically excluded. And keep in mind, this was a number of years back, so when we were granted that, the only way to get onto the larger consoles, you were looking at having to buy a dev kit and all that good stuff. Your barrier for entry was at least $250,000. And so Randy Glover, the original creator of Jumpman, I can see his point. Well, if we're going to start throwing $250,000 around on this game, well, maybe he would like to have a little split off that. And I thought that was a fair idea. Yeah. If we ever get to the point that we're looking at and we're going, we've sold 1 million copies on Xbox or on PC, Mac, iOS, Android, and Ouya, well, then we'll go back and we'll hunt down Randy again and say, hey, okay, we'd like to make a deal, and here's what we're offering for us to be able to do this on the consoles.
Oh, I see. So you basically get in there by force of entry, if you will.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, when it comes to especially like mobile, like everyone, I think, now at least has some sort of Android and definitely has an iOS phone. So an iPhone, you open yourself to a very large audience. The mobile market is massive right now. Even though I'm not a big fan of most of their games, except they got House of the Dead on there, which is pretty cool. It's interesting to see, someone from your perspective going down that route, because you watch all these like independent films about indie developers, like the indie game, the movie, and they seem fixated on being on the big consoles instead of being on PC, being on Steam or Desura or Origin or any stuff like that. And it's interesting to see that sort of different take on it.
Well, as game developers, when we grow up playing games, we're trained that the idea that the only real game is the game that shows up on the shelf at Walmart and GameStop and places like that. Now, indies eventually start thinking a little different and start ignoring, I don't have to be on the Xbox One. I really need to be on all these other devices that don't have nearly the overhead for getting published. So
that's all about the money in the end.
Yeah. Well, there's some truth to it. Indie game development is cool because you have a lot of people who do it for the love of it and for the art of it, and then there's some people who do it exclusively for the money, and then you have some people, and I'm one of these, that try and ride the in between on that. I want to make a living. This is what I do is software development. I want to make a living making games, but at the same time, I don't want to do it exclusively for the money. I want to do things I enjoy, things that are, I'm not going to call them high concept art by any means, but that have a certain level of artistry to them.
Cool. Now this time, change the pace. We'll answer more questions a little bit later. But another one of these weird ass fucking links. Thanks, Steve, who's the owner of RetroUnlim. He sent me another one that's just so fucking weird. From the Metro once again, because they like to post non-decent fucking shit on their website. Anyway, a puppy with a pants fetish. A stray dog can't stop eating women's underwear. What? Apparently, the stray dog likes to jump over fences and eat eat the women's underwear off washing lines. Apparently, it's got to the point where he's been impounded, and the only way he's going to get housed if he stops his fetish for underwear. Thoughts?
Alrighty then.
Okay, wait. So I'm sorry. Say this one more time.
A stray dog that just being a stray.
Yeah.
Fucking jumps over fences and eats women's underwear off washing lines. It's got to the point where he's been impounded and he has to be basically weaned off his habit in order to be rehoused.
How do you wean down the habit?
I don't know. I've heard of panty sniffers, but not panty eaters.
And how big, like, how small are these fences that he's jumping over them?
Wow, you know what dogs are like. If they got a bone, they'll jump over it.
Yeah. That dog's pretty fucking cool.
Fucking hell.
Did they say what the name of the dog is?
No, but I can. What would be his name? That's the question.
No, what would his name be?
Was that Kyla?
Oh, he said Panty Puppy.
Panty Puppy.
I don't know what
that sounds like a fucking username you use on a porn website.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, we're dropping viewers. What a surprise. Hello, viewers. Oh, we're game 4 again. Yay. Awkward silence. Patrick, say something for God's sake. No, we can't hear you. Sort out your microphone. You want to call me up again? I can do with some phone sex.
Where the hell is Burhan? Drunk?
Crickets. 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 Anyway, let's get on to some gaming news. Nintendo announces a new Zelda title. Yeah. And it's going to be a lot like Dynasty Warriors, which is really fucking awesome if you ask me. It's partnered up with Tecmo Koei, who makes the series. So I don't know about you guys. I'm not the biggest fan of Zelda. I haven't been in a long time, since probably Ocarina time. But this is awesome. Come on, a Dynasty Warriors game that's in the Zelda universe. Come on, that's got to be fucking cool.
Hell yeah, yeah, and you know, Tecmo, I love their graphics. I always have from, like, if you look at like Ninja Gaiden Black and like, what was that volleyball game with, like, the
Dead or Alive volleyball?
Yeah, beach volleyball. Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah. Like, yeah, I think it'll be awesome. I think it's weird that Nintendo's letting like a third party company do this, because the last time that happened, it was the CDI ones. I think.
CDI, yeah, and that didn't turn out well.
That did not turn out well.
I think that it's a cool move by Nintendo because they keep everything in-house, don't they? You know, they always do their own thing, no matter what. So to see something like this is a cool move, and to be quite honest with you, it's enough to make me want to buy a Wii U again, because I haven't been the biggest Nintendo fan in a long time. Not because I'm not a hater, I'm just not really into their games anymore. But something like this, which sort of smashes one of my favorite franchises into Zelda, is a pretty cool concept. I love Dynasty Warriors. It's just the over-the-top, silly Mushu action, and also the dialogue is to die for. Literally, you just sit there and you're like, oh my god, who the fuck thought these lines up? You know.
Oh, is it like House of the Dead?
It's worse. It's way worse. If you play like a latest Dynasty Warriors game, it's bad, really fucking bad.
Nice.
Where is everybody? I'm dying here. Anyway, Dave, what do you want to say? You want to talk more about Jumpman Forever? How long has it been taking you to develop the game so far?
Well, I don't have a good answer for that. There's multiple levels to game development. There's the idea. What was it that? Shoot, my phone's trying to get my attention. The core ideas, and that sometimes takes quite a while. And honestly, we picked up the rights to Jumpman Forever, or for Jumpman, about 10 years ago. So the whole thing's been brewing in the back of my head for this long. And now the actual programming process, I don't know, probably 2 months into it for this portion of where we're at. If you've seen the, which if I remember you haven't seen yet, the preview copy kind of shows off where we're at with the engine, which spends a lot of time replicating the original physics of the game, things like that. We're really quite a ways into it.
I'm quite surprised that it's taken that long. I didn't think a game like that would take that long. I have no idea. So it's it seems so simple, you know, to me. So
part of it was replicating exactly the quirks of the original Jumpman games, and that's the thing about it. One of the problems is that platform games these days. Just a quick example. When you jump at a platform, if you miss the platform and hit the side of it, you slide off or bounce off of it. Well, that's not part of Jumpman's MO. It ends up doing the climb up the side of it thing automatically, which changes a lot of game dynamics and a lot of level design. Getting all of that exactly right, because I knew if I wasn't damn close, I was going to have a lot of people bitching very quickly. So yeah, and then the other thing is, you know, keep in mind, in that 2 months' time, I was also dealing with, like I mentioned, I'm a software developer, so I also have the other projects I was trying to get off my plate before I started the Kickstarter, and I still have one project that I've got to get done before I can move my entire focus over to Jumpman Forever. So 2 months might sound like a long time, but it's also there's plenty of other stuff mixed in with it too.
Oh, so he's working on another project. What was that project? Was it?
I've got two of them that I had been working on. One of them is cloudpages.me, which is a cloud-based file sharing platform, which I've contracted it. I'm basically the lead developer on that one. And part of what's going on with Jumpman Forever is we're actually going to hook in with that eventually through some of the API and community features that we're doing for Cloud Pages to allow for a file sharing system inside of Jumpman for sharing levels and things like that. The other one I'm working on.
That's a cool idea because I don't know about you guys, but I play a lot of Trials Evolution, and my main thing out of all the game is to create my own levels. I absolutely love doing that. I could spend hours. It's like with like SmackDown games. Spend hours making a wrestler. Never ever play anything. But yeah, awesome. I just love that sort of game.
Yeah, I agree. It sounds kind of like Little Big Planet, no?
Yeah. Well, you know,
with less Stephen Fry.
Yeah, I had a question about how you said you want to try to make it so physics and everything are the same as the original one was. Are you accomplishing that by trial and error, or you actually look at the code and everything of how the original one worked?
Trial and error, very, very careful trial and error over and over to get it as close as possible.
All right.
I'm trying to pull up some comments here. So, it's working? Yeah, it's working, finally. Couple of shout-outs here. The Psycho Stalker says hello, which is, hello, Psycho Stalker. I'm now slightly creeped out. JL76 Gaming, John, says hello to everybody. So does Colo CPC. He's probably frothing at the mouth right now, because I know he loves his 8-bit computers. And also, Brendan Griffin says evening. Great. Has anyone got any questions for Davis? Please put them in the comments below, and I will ask him any questions. Right, let's get on to another weird-ass fucking news. Metro, once again, third strike. What a surprise. Apparently there's a 42-stone pig bigger than a bear tramples a pensioner. Now, stones, if you're across the pond, is basically very fucking heavy. And, yeah, apparently this woman was hospitalized for 12 days after this pig trampled on her. Like, well, why are you doing in the same place as a fucking huge pig? Unless she's playing Amnesia, of fucking course. It's just... This is what I get for research. Thank you, Steve. Like, 42-stone pig. How about some gaming news, please? Oh, I knew I should have done my own fucking research. Oh, it looks like we've jumped up a few viewers. Come on, give us some comments. Throw some comments down below, guys. We wanted to ask Davis as many questions about Jumpman as possible and see if we can stump him as hard as I can earlier. So, guys, anyone got any questions in the room? Patrick, your fucking microphone working yet? Great. Come on, Patty, sort your microphone out. So how far has the Kickstarter gone along?
Well, right now we are sitting at $20,196 out of $20,000 that we needed.
Holy shit!
That's awesome.
Yeah, which means we're done. I don't know why I'm here now.
Well, yeah, I have seen you doing the podcasting rounds, trying to get the exposure up for the game, which is pretty cool. There's quite a lot of indie developers that wouldn't go down that route, so it's pretty cool, to have yourself on to do this. This is fucking awesome, and.
Well, I actually, be honest, I really, even when I'm done with the Kickstarter, I want to do a lot more of this stuff, a lot more podcasts and things like that, just to stay out there and stay connected. Honestly, one of the things that was the worst part about our Kickstarter was the fact that I left doing indie gaming about 2005, and then came back into it this last year, and I didn't have a network anymore. People didn't know me, nothing going on. So it'd be really great to stick around and do a lot of podcasts and things like this. one, it's fun, and two, I get to put up with a bunch of Brits apparently, and three, it's good networking. It's good to be out there.
Oh yeah, because you haven't. Sorry, Zach, I'm talking over you again. You you have a inbuilt audience if you carry on connecting with people. So it's a cool idea. Go on, Zach.
Oh yeah, no, I was just gonna say. Well, besides, so you were saying that now that you've reached over the 20,000 goal, you said that who's gonna match it? That we are. Or what? Yeah. So nice. So yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And how many people are on the team that are developing this?
Actually, the primary developer is me, and then I just contract in whoever I need. For instance, I've got a couple of people that would like to do music design, so I've got to work with them to find out who it's going to be. I've got 4 people who've tapped me recently wanting to do level design. I do need to pick up another artist. A lot of the artworks, very retro done, etc., etc. Supposed to follow the original thing. And I love most of it. I did most of it. I'm usually my own worst critic. The only thing I really absolutely positively disdain, like for instance, is the run animation for Jumpman. I cannot stand it. And I'll end up farming that off to somebody to do that. So the number of team members, there's 1 permanent team member, and then it's for each thing I contract out what I'm going to need.
Okay.
But they'll ask you about. Oh, sorry, man. I'm talking early. Fucking hell. I'm such an asshole host, isn't I?
Oh, it's all good.
All right, cool. But go back what we were talking about earlier about you had to acquire the rights for Jumpman. I'm quite surprised. I couldn't imagine that game having any rights anymore.
Well, you say that, but in 1991, a company by the name of Apogee Software decided they were going to publish something called Jumpman Lives. Epic Software still owned the rights to Jumpman, so when Apogee did it, Epic's come along and said,
who owns 3D Realms, didn't they? Well, they did.
Yeah. And so yeah, there's, believe it or not, as much as most people would just assume things are abandoned and I can do whatever I want to with the property or whatever, it's not the case. As a game developer, you probably should be critically aware that things do belong to other people sometimes.
Yeah.
And I don't think if I did one that anybody would, and didn't have permission, that anybody would really have thrown up a huge stink. But why would you take that risk?
Well, in the end, it's all about money, and someone can save a lot more money. You shut you down, and that's it. You're done.
Yeah, exactly. And at the time, Randy was kind of active trying to do his own new edition of Jumpman back then, and which unfortunately his fell through. And a couple of other people ended up doing Jumpman games, Jumpman Zero, Jumpman Under Construction. There's another one I can't remember. That all of them were blessed by Randy as being official games.
Yeah, because this sort of situation happened where someone just went ahead with a Kickstarter and then the company shut them down. Was the rebirth of Ghouls and Ghosts.
Yeah.
Capcom, of course, shut them down. And I just thought to myself, what a dumb idea. It was like, at least with Jumpman, it's kind of obscure. People, say, below 30 are not going to really know what Jumpman's all about. Not being an asshole about it. So when they were thinking about Ghouls and Ghosts, they're just going to, we're going to make a Kickstarter, we're going to bring out a new Ghouls and Ghosts without even Capcom thinking about it. It's like, no, you're stupid. Really fucking stupid.
Yeah, and there's a lot of, even things like fan service movies and things like that have the same problem. That people think, we can just do that. Somebody did Ash or Evil Dead versus X-Men, I think is what it was. Short movie real recently. And, it got shut down. And
yeah, I'm not surprised because it sounds like a fucking horrible idea.
I found a book at the Salvation Army the other day that was X-Men and Star Trek.
What?
Yeah.
I can't imagine Cyclops going against Picard. No.
Anyway, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, I can imagine. All right, I can imagine the Professor touching heads with fucking Picard, but that's about it. There's like, What? That really makes no sense whatsoever. You know, some badass fucking mutants versus some nerds, really.
No, I think they're working together.
Well, yeah, that's just a weird crossover, you know. And like I said, with these people just don't think when they think, oh, Kickstarter, yeah, I'm going to put money to it. And, no. Well, you get your money back, so it's not really a big loss if you donate money towards a project that falls through. But there has been a lot of flack in recent times about, you know, Kickstarters and people thinking, you know what, why, like, even major publishers are putting up games to be Kickstarted. And you're thinking, well, no, you got millions and millions and millions of dollars, pounds, whatever, to make these games on your own. Why are you asking for people's money in order to revive an old game from bygone ages? It just doesn't make any sense. Anyone want to add that and leave me in awkward silence? Thank you.
Oh, sorry, I had a question. I'm looking this game up. I wanted to see the box art. Is this Jumpman Jr. or is that a sequel to it? Or does that have nothing to do with it at all?
You said something about box art, but I can't see anything.
Oh no, sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I'm just looking up Jumpman here to see. I wanted to see what the box art looked like, but all I'm finding is Jumpman Jr.
You should be able to find the. You know, I never have looked really for the box art. The box art between the two looks about the same.
Yeah. Because like one thing I was gonna ask is, you know how like a lot of like the older games have like this epic ass cover and it's drawn so detailed and rules, and then when you play the game it's like blocky as hell. Are you gonna go that route, or are you gonna not invest the time and money to make a badass cover? Because this is not gonna get a physical release, is it?
There's no plans for a physical release, except no, I'll take that back. I have to make one box. I'll end up making two of them. Because one of the things that was on the Kickstarter was an epic fan, or excuse me, ultimate fan pack that comes shipped in an actual retail box for Jumpman Forever. Only one person bought it, so I've got to make one copy, and I'll make one copy for myself. So it will have that over-the-top artwork on it.
Great, that's awesome.
Will that be just a digital download code, or will it be on like a Commodore disc?
The boxed version of it, you'll actually end up with a USB drive in it.
Yeah, I thought so. Nothing. Oh, in my head then I thought, oh, that'd be so cool to pull out a fucking floppy disk and all that.
I honest to goodness, I thought about it. The problem is that by the time I'm done, when it ships for PC and Mac, you're probably talking 30 gig, probably, or 30 gig. 30 meg.
Gigs. What is this called?
Yes.
Jesus.
It takes a lot to render all them pixels, man.
That's a lot of room for porn.
Holy shit! Yeah.
So, anyways, I figured I thought about doing the floppies thing just as kind of a joke, but that's actually a big old stack of floppies. And honest to goodness, I have nothing I can make them with.
Yeah.
So.
It would be just cool to have something like that. Not have the game on it, because of course it'd be impossible to put on the floppy, but it'd be cool to have like the box art on the label. That would be cool. That's a cool aesthetic thing, you know.
Yeah, I agree. There was a. I'm gonna find a picture right now. There's a BioShock Infinite one that somebody made. Let's see. If I can find it, I'll send the link here.
But I'll just welcome our latest guest into the room, Wingnut 44. How you doing, mate?
I'm doing good, man. How are you?
Yeah, good. Yeah, it's kind of getting awkward because Patrick's can't seem to find his voice right now. 8-Bit Relic can't even find his voice. What's that? Can't hear you.
Well, it took me a minute to find mine.
And also your XSplit's on.
Yeah.
Are you going to stream something for us, are you?
How do I turn that off?
She's I can't even speak. That's great. The host can't even speak.
I'll send the link.
Oh, hang on. I got welcome up. Shut up. It's all go wrong. Screen share. Go to the screen share. I'm giving tech advice. I'm supposed to be the host. Anyway, we have Davis from Jumpman Forever, who's creating the new Jumpman game. Want to speak to it? Any questions?
Nothing. I was just going to say congratulations on your successful campaign to get your money, man. That's pretty cool.
Thank you very much, sir. Hey, by the way, your idea of hey, is it coming on a floppy? I had to look it up now that you mentioned that. Somebody makes a floppy disk that's a USB flash drive.
Oh, that's fucking awesome. Yeah, that'll be perfect. It's just an aesthetic thing. I just love that sort of shit. That's probably one of the reasons why I started retro collecting again. Is because, like, if you get an RPG, you get so many feelings, especially in a PC game. Like, I got Baldur's Gate, even though it doesn't run on my computer. I just bought the big box because it had all like the cool shit inside. Like, it had like a medallion of the, I forgot what they call it. One of those. Whatever, and it's got like loads of like other feelings, like a map and all that stuff, and it just makes it worthwhile. So it pisses me off if I cave in and buy a special edition game. The last time I bought a special edition was Saints Row 4, and yeah, the dubstep gun was fun to fuck around on in live stream for a few weeks, but all it was a bunch of load of plastic crappy tat. And it's sort of like, oh man, I miss those times where you would open that case or box of a retro game and have all that stuff, and it felt a bit soulless and a bit crappy, you know, this day. Has anyone got a game that they love with all the feelies inside? What about you, Zach?
Yeah, well, I remember when my sister bought me Final Fantasy as a birthday gift, like a long ass time ago, and I remember like it. You know, I pulled the map out, and she had bought it from like someone else, so like it had been ripped, so it was all taped together, and I had all the maps. Yo, but it was still awesome because like I had them all out and they still looked good. Like, I mean, at least they were like ripped on where it folded, you know. So like, yeah. So and they were all taped up, and I had them all out, and I was nerding up, and I was comparing all the stats and everything, and I love that shit. And it came with a big ass manual. It was awesome. By the way, in the group chat, I posted the image for the BioShock floppy disk. Okay.
I guess the only memory that I really have like that actually wasn't a game. Well, I mean, kind of. One year, my older brother, he's probably about 15 years older than me, gifted me his old PS2 for I don't know what reason.
Right.
He just gave it to me and my sister because we used to love watching him play, and that was probably one of like the best moments of my life. And all it had was his old, like all the, those discs you used to get with the PlayStation magazine.
Yeah.
He was all of those with all the crappy demos, but we were just like, oh my god, we have a PlayStation 2!
PlayStation Underground.
Yeah.
Even, like, one of my earliest memories of the PlayStation 1 was the demo 1 that got with the console, where all the demos are crap. The only thing that really stuck in my mind was the T-Rex demo, the tech demo, where you could just circle around him, and I would do that for hours, just watching the fucking dino just run across the screen. And back then it was mind blowing. Of course, now you go back and look at it, yeah, it's a bit rough around the edges, but back then it just blew my fucking brain off.
What game was that for? What game was that?
That was the demo 1 disc on the PlayStation. When you got a PlayStation console box, brand new, it came with a demo 1 in Europe. I don't know if it come out in the US like that, but there was a tech demo on there, and it was basically a little dinosaur that's running across, just running, infinitely running, and you could just like pan around him and check out his like dinosaur features and all this stuff, and it just kicked ass. I just love that shit.
Well, I think it's funny when you think back on it, like any of my earliest memories of playing any games, which were all on the PlayStation and the PlayStation 2, but I mean, especially on the PlayStation, looking back on them and trying to remember, in my mind the games looked amazing, but they're so blocky now, like, I don't know, it's funny.
PS1 has not aged gracefully.
No. There's some PS1 games that look phenomenal, like Rayman looks mental, absolutely amazing. I went and tried and play Destruction Derby, and oh man, it gave me a headache. It's just motion sickness to the max.
Pa Rapper, the rapper.
Oh yeah, Rapper was awesome.
Well, it's funny, when people went on it's funny though, like in PS1, when people went on a limb to make something that was really impressive back then, and like kind of like everyone was like, "Holy shit, this looks awesome." Nowadays, you look back and that looks like ass. But I mean, if you look at something like Lunar, even when it's ported to the PS1, when they still use sprites and all that kind of stuff, or like the same look, it still looks fucking awesome.
Oh, Lunar is really really cool. I've got the a Bird CD on it on my Mega CD. and wow, I only discovered Lunar recently because people were talking about it, like you guys and whatever. And I thought I'll give it a go. And I never really played 16-bit RPGs back then. I was just too young to really get my head around them. I think the only one I did play was Sword of Vermilion, but that was balls hard, and I never got past like the first dungeon.
Yeah.
But now going back to now I know what RPGs are all about, and playing games like that are just breathtaking. Like when I finally sat down and played Link to the Past. I've always been intrigued by that game, but that's probably the only Zelda game which I can happily play anytime I want. It's just so good.
Yeah, I think a lot of people share those feelings. My two buddies like speedrun that game all the time.
I've yet to complete that game, but I seem to go back and play it like non-stop for a couple of days, and then I'll lose interest, then go back and replay my save again.
Yeah.
I've yet to complete that game, but yeah, I really do enjoy it.
Yeah, RPGs are the shit, man. There's so many good ones.
Well, it looks like Clay's gone off. Is Clay? Oh, he's still here.
Yo.
He's gone dark. So, what games have you found that in retro collecting or back in the day where you just loved all the little bits that come in the box?
Oh my God. Hell, there's so much stuff I don't even remember anymore. I used to love getting the old Atari games and getting the comic books and stuff in them. That's the kind of stuff that I was really into.
That's one thing that really intrigues me now. Don't Atari game box art look so badass?
Oh yeah.
They used to really I just love how they did that. They used to really capture your imagination with the cool box art. And then you go actually play the game, and yeah, it's what it is. But it just kicked so much ass to see the real cool art style. Except like NES when Mega Man came out, and yeah, it's some creepy old guy with a pistol. Doesn't really get the idea of Mega Man.
That
artwork
artwork
like was drawn by a
so
kindergartner.
Well, it's like if you would think like if the person drawing that Mega Man has looked the same from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He was always the same, but it's funny that like the guy draws this piece of shit. I mean, it's funny, and I like that they brought it back in. What was the game that they recently brought it back? The fighting game, was it Marvel vs. Capcom 3?
Yeah, Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and in that it's really funny because he acts like a knackered old man. He's like, oh, and you're just beating the shit out of him. He just sounds like a 90-year-old man taking his last dying breath, and you're just punching the piss out of him. It's funny.
Yeah, that artwork is funny.
Yeah, that's funny when they take it and make it a parody, but when, like, I love Strider on the Mega Drive. Absolutely love that game. Play it anytime I feel like. The box art looks like, well, most of you guys are Americans, so you're not really going to get who I'm talking about. He looks like Gary Barlow from Take That.
Oh, I know who it is.
It's like, why is Gary Barlow on the front of this fucking game? But if you look at the Strider on the Japanese Mega Drive, it looks fucking badass. He looks like a ninja, not just the freshly shaven Wingnut we got on the fucking front of our cover. Lame. Seriously lame. And Michael has just joined the stream, but then he decides to walk off. What a prima donna. Oh, and he's disappeared, so, I cuss him out and he's left. What a surprise.
He's like, oh, it's this guy. Fuck this guy.
What about you, Davis? Have you got a game that, with all the bits inside the game, not the game itself, but have you found something that, or do you have a memory of a game with all these cool little bits inside?
Most of them for me are the memories of a lot of those. Stuff like, for a while, all the Infocom games came with neat little things like...
Oh, hell yeah.
The maps. I remember one of them had a glow-in-the-dark rock. I mean, I don't know why. I can't remember. I can remember the stupid glow-in-the-dark rock. I don't remember which game or why the stupid glow-in-the-dark rock was there, why it was important. But that was one of the things that they threw in there. And there was just all sorts of neat little stuff. Honestly, I have none of it left. I never kept any of it when I was a kid. It just didn't didn't stick around.
But since making an old school style game, have you considered going back into collecting or even buying some like old memories?
I'm going to sound like an ass when I say this, but most of the collection of memories and stuff like that. Honestly, the emulator already has what I want in it. which
Philistine.
I feel you, man. I feel you.
At least I'm not the only asshole. Now, I will say, if it's available for purchase, I will buy the old game.
Yeah.
If there's a modern adaptation, like for the Commodore 64 emulator for the iPad, I picked it up. The Williams Electronics collection, I picked it up.
Yeah, I went mental and bought all the Vectrex games for my iPhone, and I love that. It's absolutely awesome.
So I always support those when they're available.
So we just had 2 people join the stream. Thank God to save me. It's Sir Harry Yack, but he can piss off because now I'm the host. So goodbye, Harry.
Oh.
And Nerd Genius himself, Michael Burhan, who Davis and Mike are good friends already, aren't you? Can you hear me? No, he can't. Oh well. Anyway, Harry, how you doing?
Hello, I'm okay. Thank you very much for asking, sir. How are you?
Yeah, good, good. You feel out of place not being in charge?
Yes, kind of. How has it been going so far?
I'm fucking dying here, I'm telling you.
Well, unfortunately, I don't have anything prepared to save you, so we're just going to have to wing it, or wingnut it.
Our Steam leader gave me a lot of stuff to talk about, and to be quite honest with you, yeah, not really helping me right now. I don't really need to know about pigs running over OAPs, masturbating people in markets, and apparently Stepstar in H Watkins gets a court apology over photo error. Apparently they use Ian Watkins from Steps instead of Ian Watkins from Lost Profits, who got just jailed recently for child porn and all that nasty stuff. Instead they use some other guy called Ian Watkins. So yeah,
just
stay classy, court.
Just some guy they picked out of the phone book.
Yeah, it's like, oh, that's the guy. We'll put a picture in the paper. Stupid.
Just went on his Facebook. First person with the same name, just pick him out. Use that picture. Go live.
Let's see, we got any more questions? Do we have any questions? Oh, Cooler World. Yeah, that was a cool demo.
Oh, who asked that question?
You did, asshole.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh.
So, just to realize, JL76 Gaming, I'm addressing everyone by their personal names, I apologise. He missed the start, and he doesn't know he's already been asked, but it has. But I'll re-ask it. Davis, what is your game going to be available on? What platforms?
Ooh yeah. PC, Mac, iOS, and Android.
And not the PlayStation 4.
Yep.
Harry.
Yes, what's up?
Stop typing and talk to me.
Sorry, I'm doing my admin work. Is that okay?
Your admin work?
Uh-huh.
What are you doing your admin work now?
I don't finish work till 1 AM.
You don't finish work till... You're joking. You're live streaming while working.
No, not really. What do you want me to say?
So, Harry, when you bought a game, or you bought a game recently, that had a lot of feelies, a lot of like bits inside, like maps and books and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Have you got a memory of a certain game? Or, well, most of yours are Mega Drive, so all you're going to get is a manual that beat a fucking small kid to death with.
Yes, it's quite interesting when you're a retro game
Change something?
Hey, Patrick, you finally...
Ah, now it's working.
There you go.
Hey!
I figured it out. Actually, the mic on my live cam is turned off automatically, and that was the whole issue.
Oh, we've not seen you for a while, Patrick. How you been
With
doing?
that microphone, you invade Poland!
Exactly!
Oh, too soon, too soon!
But only after half-time.
So, Harry, carry on.
Yes, being a retro game collector, you do pick up these strange things that you get free. Well, free. You know, like people's scribbled code sheets that you get in the cartridge case when you buy the game second-hand. But I think my favourite game that I bought new, the favourite thing that I got was... actually, this is going to sound like a bit of a wussy thing now, but it was a map. It was a map with Zelda 3, and also you got a little black book with all cheats in to tell you what to do in case you were stuck.
Very good.
Very good indeed.
Oh, here he is.
Hey,
About
you
to
can
jump
relax
on the
now.
stream. Here you go. Yeah, thank God I can finally take the night off. Oh, boys post 1975. Hey, Dave, how you doing? Hello.
Very
sorry.
patriotic this evening.
Sexy biscuits.
Yes, I am.
Very low
Oh,
key as well.
those sexy biscuits.
Oh, everybody's coming into the live stream at the same time.
Is that when my computer's having a massive brain fart?
Yeah.
That's actually a brain queef.
Yeah, queef.
Scott's face keeps going. Scott, sort your face out.
He's talking, that's what it is.
I'll just stare at the bottom of the screen. I'll just stare at me.
How's it
How
going,
the
mate?
devil are we, people?
Good morning,
yeah,
Dave.
good. I'm absolutely dying on the stage. I'm sweating my fucking tits off. None of you are fucking helping me. God, I'm carrying this whole stream.
Look at you.
Yeah. Look at Harry. I ain't got the job anymore. Burn, yeah, burn.
I'm gonna get the sack after this one. I'm telling you.
I would like a preemptive sack, so I don't have to do it. Preemptive sack. Sorry.
Is it a Santa's sack?
Anyway, I think Scott. See, this is where you went wrong. If you want to carry a lime stream, you need these.
Chuck Norris books.
Versus Mr.
No
T.
way.
Chuck Norris versus Mr. T.
They exist.
Chuck Norris versus Mr. T.
That's fucking.
How
badass.
awesome is that?
Could not be more awesome.
I've read it a million times before, but it's still hilarious. Are you ready? Shall I give you a quick one? That's what she said. And I said, not tonight, love. I've got a headache. That's not in the book. I just made that up. To Chuck Norris, doorknobs and toilets are seen merely as suggestions. Mr. T's middle name is actually quotation period end quotation.
Are you sure it's not iced?
Chuck Norris can find a needle in a haystack and then kill a man with the needle or the haystack.
Yes.
Good Lord, I'm listening to Chuck Norris jokes. I'm back at Baron's chat on WoW.
It's a Retro channel.
That's all this is, by the way. It's actually, it's Chuck Norris jokes with a hint of video games. And lots of foul language by Scott. Everyone has a skeleton in their closet. Chuck Norris has 7,483.
This live stream's really taking off now.
Mr. T pisses molten steel.
I better go to the doctor.
After this one,
Burn.
You talk about fool.
we're rationing it. I go after,
Yes.
we have to save the goodness. Chuck Norris once roundhouse kicked his waitress because his steak didn't have a beard.
That's the Chuck Norris
I've
part.
had a steak with a beard on it.
Have you?
Yes, it
Yeah,
had
you
gone
married
off by
it,
a
didn't you?
year. Yeah,
Spirit
yes.
It's funny, right? I was actually having a shave tonight. Shave. Real men trim, they don't shave. And I was thinking about this from Ren and Stimpy, and I thought, who would know the answer to this question? It was bound to be Mr. Yackham. What was the Christmas yak, or whatever it was in Ren and Stimpy, where he left it? Then Christmas morning, you got his shaving scum out there.
Yeah, the shaving yak. Yeah, he would come into your house and shave into your sink, and then leave the shavings there, and that was that.
Yes.
What a wondrous Christmas.
It's not Christmas, it's Yaxmas.
Oh, that's right.
I'm interrupting here. Colo CPC just said, question. Steam Christmas sale has just started. Any game you want to pick up? Well, good night, everybody. I'm going to buy some games. Sweet.
Is this a female steak?
I know most of you guys are not really PC players, but when it comes to the Steam Christmas sale, I have to literally lose my wallet, because if I don't, I'm going to end up spending all my wages on fucking games I'm never going to play.
Check that link out over there. It's the best steak you can eat. I promise you.
Oh, I'll have a look.
Don't click it. Don't click it. Don't click it.
Oh!
Got to do it now.
Ladies and gentlemen, the name of the file is vaginasteak.waterfulmao.jpg. There is no way I'm
What
clicking that.
the mother of fuck? That's some beefy wings if I've ever seen them.
Oh, you
Jesus.
clicked it, didn't you?
What's that? Is that a real life cut from fucking Jenna Jameson? Ew.
Oh, Scott, I'd just like to say, in your picture you
It tastes
posted on
like beef as well.
Facebook of you
What?
as 14. As you was 14? No, you were 14. You
You
look like
Jewish? What?
You look like. First of all, were you in a pub?
Yes.
Were you drinking at 14?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, there's no, that's good. I'm not saying that's a negative. I'm just saying we're proving to that people in other nations that we are as stereotypical as we appear. As a nation, we are nothing but a drinking cliche. I was just gonna say, Scott, you bear a very strong resemblance to James Corden in the profile, though.
That's my impression of him, by the way.
I'm about to say,
It's
like,
not me laughing. Yes.
No, I thought you were choking.
Yeah, I will put it up on the screen now. What I look like at 14 is, yeah, I have a full head of hair, which is really fucked up.
Get the dirt glasses ready.
Michael, are you now working?
Nope.
Yeah.
Yes.
For some reason, my other laptop is shutting itself down. Every time I'm trying to get onto Hangouts, it will crash.
Is it running on
And
Windows
a lot of
8?
that's to do with my virus scanner. So.
Use Alt F4.
No, I'm on Windows 7. I've got ESET, which doesn't let you do anything unless you have the username and password. And my IT guy has the password because he doesn't trust me with my own kit.
IT guy.
Bit of news.
Bullshit.
Yeah, but it's your hang on, but it's your computer. I've never understood that. I
know,
will
it's
repair your computer, but I will keep the administrator password. No, fuck off. It's my computer.
Well, the thing is, it's a company computer. That's the thing. Because the other laptops
I love the way you say
company.
computer.
That's used.
I want you to try and sell me a car. Go on.
There's a handsome motherfucker right there.
It's 11, right? It's 11. It's got a half Ford Escort,
See?
half Lamborghini, and you'll be golden.
Look at his picture. See, James Corden.
Oh yes, it is James Corden.
Fuck off! I do not look like James Corden.
Oh my fucking god, you do.
Fuck off.
That's
You
not
know-
a bad thing.
He looks
I
a
like to
little
look
bit.
like James Corden
He
because
truly
I like to
is.
pretend I was
He truly-
James Corden and
Really
nail
is
lots
a
of
league
women.
of his own.
He looks a bit like Guru
Sorry, I
Larry.
did that.
I do actually. I do look like Larry. Holy shit! Can it be?
Yeah, but
Right.
the girl in the corner looks like she's taking her shit. I hope she's not related. I should have checked it. She's not related, right?
No,
I'm
I don't
massively
think so.
insulted. Carry on then. She looks like she's taking her shit.
It was done in like the late 90s, so I can't remember a fucking person.
Oh, I remember the late
Yeah.
90s. Everyone took a shit in the pub.
Well, the photographer was drunk. He's
I think
taking a
I
picture.
don't know what I've got in my hand there, but I think I'm more intrigued by that than what's on the table or what.
Whatever's in your hand is covered up by the live stream thumbnails.
Okay, whatever's in your hand is Michael.
I don't.
Well, luckily for me, I'll probably won't be masturbating. At least I won't
Yes.
be masturbating in the fucking supermarket. That'll be tomorrow morning.
Well, it looks a
think
bit
that was all of us
suspicious
on the team.
because we've got you on the left, some long pointy thing in the middle, and the girl in the background with the strange face.
No, don't.
I think someone's been CG out from the picture, and there should be someone between Scott and that girl.
Yeah, Jabba the fucking Hutt. No, fucking. What's that knobhead from episode 1?
Jar Jar.
Thank you. Sorry, I'll block it out. So
You're so hobby.
He won't be
Oh,
after I
Scott.
bury my foot up his ass. Do you know what?
Right.
The one single thing that would have made episode 1 brilliant would have been if
It
Qui-Gon
wasn't
Jinn.
made.
Yeah, if Qui-Gon Jinn didn't rugby tackle Jar Jar and that big thing ploughed into him and he died there and then, would have saved the movie.
No, the movie still would have blown, but yeah, that
Probably
definitely made it better.
It's funny though because the
Would've made it
first
interesting.
10 minutes of it are amazing and you thought, oh my god, this is what Jedis are actually like. This is going to be the best fucking movie ever. Scroll another 20 odd minutes in. What? Huh? Wait, hang on a minute. The Force is essentially bacteria in your bloodstream, so you could spend years and years and years training to be a Jedi, get a cold, go to the doctor, get some antibiotics, powers gone.
Yeah, that was just Disney's way of paving the road for their purchase of LucasArts. Yeah, throw this motherfucker in there. We'll buy it.
Ooh, this is terrible. You can buy it cheap.
But speaking about Star Wars, Carlos CBC is asking again. Thank God he's asking questions. A new Star Wars game has just been announced. How do we feel about it? Seems the internet is kind of 50-50 about it. Well,
What's it
sadly, they did have a game they announced, but they then cancelled. Was going to be Star Wars 3030. And it was going to be like a lot like Shadow of the Empire on the N64, the third-person shooter, which would have been fucking awesome because that on the N64 was badass.
If ever so
I don't know what
slightly
this
lower.
new game's going to be like, unless it's going to be. Well, they already announced Battlefront 3. Yeah, I should have done a little bit more research before I asked that question.
Didn't he disband? Didn't Disney disband LucasArts?
Yeah, LucasArts
did.
is gone now. Yeah, it must be someone else making it.
They didn't disband it. They fired everybody and licensed it out. So it's
Why
like,
would they
we'll take
fire
your
them?
properties
'Cause
and we'll just license them out to everybody.
I'm not saying they're the best software house in the world, but they have, you know, a reasonable track record. Why would you just fucking fire them and replace them with fucking Mickey and Donald and Pluto and a bunch of fucking idiots who...
Scott,
It's
are we
Yeah.
are we still seeing the picture of you on the stream?
No.
Good. Because 30 seconds ago we were.
Yeah, I took that off.
Give us a... Scott,
Back
you should
on
put
the
a picture up of every year.
thing.
To now.
No, I don't have a picture of every year.
I do. I have actually like a detailed timeline of my hair receding.
I like to
From
think
like the start to the end.
yourself
Really?
every day.
Are you on the back of
Evolution of
every
hair
like men's
loss.
magazine? You got the advert with all the like pictures across there. You can grow your hair in 10 days. Look at me. And you just basically put all the pictures. You lose your hair reverse.
Just go backwards. You could be like me in the Console Snob if he just transferred all his hair to his chin.
Yeah, baldy bastard.
Yeah, it started growing on my back.
Right, another comment from
We could be-
another comment from
we could be a
Colo
tag team. We
CBC.
could be the Balding.
What? The Baldwin brothers?
No, the Balding.
No, the
We
Spalding
could be the
brothers. See
Baldings.
what I did
Oh,
there?
weren't they in the wacky races?
Smooth moves.
No, ECW. We're like me and Snob. Snob's the high flyer, of course.
You're a tag team.
The new bushwhackers.
Yeah.
I used to love the Bushwhackers. Great tag team.
Who did?
Right, Colo CPC's got another bloody question for all us. Apparently, Justin Bieber has announced that he's retiring. There is a god.
Good. Oh,
From
now I
singing,
like
at
him.
least. From singing, at least. Are you sad or happy? That's a really stupid question.
I don't care.
Got him excited.
To be
I blew my
honest,
load when I heard that.
There is a downside to him retiring, people.
Yeah, who's going to sell tampons now?
Well, I was thinking more along the line that if he's retired, my chances of actually bumping into him in public and affording me the luxury of putting my foot so far up his ass he'll be coughing shoe for a month are greatly diminished.
he could like it.
He probably
Well,
would.
that's the thing. The most impressive thing out of all of this is that he's Canadian. And if you know a Canadian, they're not like that. You see him in the news all the time being a complete and colossal twat. But
Have you seen his latest tattoo?
no, was it Swaggy the Rat?
An arrow pointing to his
Does anyone
ass saying insert
actually
penis
care?
here.
Is it a transfer?
I tell you one
Yeah.
thing. I probably.
In all fairness, there comes too much Justin Bieber for him.
I hear
It doesn't matter if he retires.
It
Yeah.
brings my piss to a boil because every time I hear his name, it's because the last few days at work, I've had to subject to listen to the fucking Justin Bieber Christmas CD.
Oh.
If I hear
Somewhere-
his name,
Somewhere
I just want to.
Justin Bieber sat down pointing at a picture of the Console Snob on his wall and going, fuck you, bitch.
All you get is an album of him saying Christmas 15 times. Then you have like people who degenerate themselves to bring themselves that low to be on the album, like Usher, which is a smidgen better than fucking Justin Bieber. And oh my god, I was like, if I listen to this album one more time, I'm going postal. I'm shooting up the place. That's it. Ho ho ho! I got a fucking
Doesn't-
machine
Or you
gun.
could just shoot up and block out the pain.
Well,
Do either.
Didn't Usher say that he wanted to make love to a club? I think that's like, that takes balls to make love to a club. You know what I'm saying?
Club.
Public,
I mean,
trying
how
to find
do
a
you
hole
fuck a chocolate
somewhere.
biscuit?
Yeah.
He's gonna take one of those car clubs and shove it up his ass.
It was a
Don't
quote.
overreact.
It was misattributed. It was actually said by Nick Faldo.
What is it?
Anyway,
Faldo, it's funny because you think he's really nice, but in public, behind the scenes, he was a horrific wife-beating whore, wasn't he?
Hmm.
Allegedly, if you're watching
Yes.
this, Mr. Faldo, because you've got golf clubs and they might hurt.
well, word for Tiger Woods.
I like to think when he hit his wife, afterwards he went, 4. Sorry.
Oh god!
Has he got a 3-wood?
Fuck's sake!
He's got a butter.
Anyway, I'd like to announce everyone in the room right now. we have a special guest, Davis, who is the programmer of Jumpman Forever.
Oh,
Hi, Davis.
Hi.
Good to meet
Anyone have nostalgic memories for
Program is
Jumpman?
kind of understated.
Hello.
you. Hey-oh.
Come on, Dave. I thought you'd have some sort of nostalgic
little
memories of Jumpman. You seem to play all the obscure 8-bit games.
I don't actually. I'll let you in. Quite a lot of the obscure 8-bit games I play are actually for the first time now, with the exception of the Spectrum.
Really?
Because not the PC well, no, the PC Engine is not the Sega Master System or the Spectrum. And I'll tell you what, I've sold out. I've actually got a whole bunch of Commodore 64 gameplays ready to go live.
Very good. Good man.
Yay!
One of them going to be Jumpman. It has to be now. It's too late.
But that
Well,
said,
saying that, I've played the. I played it on the. I believe it was either the Atari 2600 or it was the ColecoVision back when I was a kid. So I got a hold of the Jumpman Forever build, and it just flooded back all these memories about playing the game before. Even though the build that I played was kind of buggy, it was extremely hard.
No,
those
those
were actually
weren't bugs.
going.
Those were bugs. They were difficulty modifiers.
I was literally getting destroyed. I jumped off a ladder.
is that what made you lose your hair?
I died. Yes. And then this tracker ball just basically destroyed me as well at the same time. I was waiting for a nuclear bomb to come down and just like hit me as well. But it's an awesome game. I love it, and I'm so happy about the whole Kickstarter thing. That you're at least gaining the momentum that you need to get this project up and running, Davis.
How is the Kickstarter going?
Let's
done.
see.
It's finished.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I thought it was finished tomorrow.
No, he still has time, but he has reached his pledge.
Oh, excellent. That's
No,
fantastic.
it's tomorrow when he gets his money. If we did a podcast tomorrow, he'll be drinking some sort of exotic drink on the beach.
Suckers!
I'm moving to Tahiti and out on the whole country to India.
This is what I'm doing with your money.
You're just bathing in it. You're doing stuff like that.
So what's the link between Jumpman and Mario? Because apparently Mario was originally called Jumpman, wasn't he?
Yeah.
There's no link between the two of them per se. Originally with Donkey Kong, they didn't have a name for the main character. They called him Jumpman for a while, and then eventually they actually changed it over to being Mario, based off of their landlord for Namco America.
That's right. Yeah.
Yes, I'm a fountain of trivia for video games, and Jumpman.
He's lying. He just watched an Angry Nerd video. Sorry to interrupt.
And Jumpman itself has no connection whatsoever between the two of them.
Okay.
Other than he's a man and he jumps.
Yes, there is that.
Oh my god, I just got why he's called Jumpman. Sorry.
I thought it might have been because he wears a jumpsuit.
Yeah.
The Scouser. The Scouser.
Dave's a
man
bit
really
slow.
hit it.
I thought because he climbed a
Van
lot of
Halen.
ladders.
He's a Van Halen fan.
He's a Van Halen fan, he just bottles everybody.
Careful, you'll get a strike.
Ooh, already got one, too late.
Hey.
Davis, how many backers do you need to meet your requirement with Ouya?
200, and to actually make that right, according to my looking at it, we need 202 because two people in there actually backed it twice under a different account. So I'd like to see those covered.
Pseudonames.
Yeah. So I'd like to see 200.
Okay, ladies and gents, if you haven't done it yet, if you're watching this live stream and you haven't back this thing, we just need 2 more people to meet the Ouya requirement. Let's do this!
So if two people back it twice in this, but even though they're in different counts, does that not count then or something? Or are you just playing it safe to meet them?
I'm just playing it safe, man. I'm just playing it safe.
Are we going to offer a prize to the 200th backer? Did you say it was the 200th?
I shall read more Mr. T jokes. Get on that, people.
Yes, it's like one of those charity shows, isn't it?
Yeah, this stream can wait until we get the next back.
Quick!
I just randomly turned to a page and it's sweet, so I've got to say it.
Quick!
Mr. T and Chuck Norris teamed up in 1989 to bring down the Soviet Union. Their amazing story of struggle, hope, and redemption was adapted for the silver screen and called White Men Can't Jump.
Chuck Norris wrote that book himself.
Yeah,
so bad.
he did it with his mind and his beard.
He did it with his chest hairs.
The reason newborn, these aren't even in the book, they're just random ones on the back as an added bonus. The reason newborn babies cry is because they know they have just entered a world with Chuck Norris.
Next page, there's got to be a better joke in there. Come on.
The movie Shaft was Mr. T's penis's biopic.
No, that's getting better. Keep going.
When Chuck Norris visited the Vatican, he took the Pope's confession. Chuck Norris knows Victoria's Secret. Oh, hang on. Chuck Norris just made me cry. If they did one now, it would just be a book full of fucking a hate-filled rant and homophobia.
We need to write one of those about Scott.
What? Just about hate-filled rants and homophobia?
No, just, hate-filled rants that you... Yes.
Oh, why Nintendo? Why? Yeah, I can imagine that. Just be fucking musing about that.
Mr. T's birthday is every day because it took God 365 days to create him.
Oh.
Lame.
I have to show that one. I know it's going to show.
Equals MCT squared. No, Mr. T is 1,000,000 times better than Norris.
Both of them in their prime, who would win?
T.
Chuck Norris.
Mr.
No.
T. Fool.
Mr. T.
Mr. T. Fool.
Well, actually, if Mr. T took those chains off, he would free up at least 25% extra strength.
Mr. T angry. T smash.
I need all that weight to hold me down, fool. My ego lifts me up in the air.
Go to the top, fool.
Was there ever an 18 game? There was on the Atari 2600, wasn't there?
Sorry, what? A Mr. T game?
No, an 18 game.
There was, yes. Was that one with Mr. T's head floating around and you shoot people through his mouth?
Sounds like a fucking nightmare.
Really? Is that for real? Is that what it was?
Yes, there is a game. I'm going to look it up right now.
I beat you.
Yeah, Harry, you're sacked. Go on, Davis.
Too late. I was already sacked 3 weeks ago.
Are you on Job Seekers?
I'm on Yack Seekers.
So what format is it on?
Move.
The Atari, I believe.
It is the 2600, is it?
Or it could have been, no, the Commodore, I think. Hold on.
Yeah,
There
designed
was
by
a
Howard
prototype
Scott.
for this.
Yeah, designed by Howard Scott Warshaw. This game was originally created under the name Saboteur, but with slightly different graphics. Atari decided that the A-Team would be more marketable cartridge, but ultimately wasn't released either. This game is very playable and appears nearly complete, with 3 levels of gameplay. With much difficulty, we will refrain... Very hard to fucking say that. With much difficulty, we will refrain from any Mr. T jokes. Oh, that's good, because Dave's got plenty of them.
Yeah, they should have got me on there. So it's a Commodore game, and it's not finished, but I'm assuming you can get a ROM of it. So I must do a gameplay. I must do a gameplay so I can just do Mr. T impressions for the entire 5 minutes of gameplay.
More dirty emulation.
Here we go. There is a game called The A-Team on the Commodore 64, 1985, by Corbois Software.
By who?
Corbois Software. Corbois Software.
Corbois.
You're a bloke at the bottom of the screen, and you must shoot the floating heads of the various members of the A-Team who are spitting phlegmy death at you.
But that's wrong, because if you... I mean, I know there's another game they just tack the license on, but surely you would rather be the A-Team and shoot other people. Why would you want to shoot your heroes? Basically, it's a game about friendly fire.
No, it's just like Space Invaders, but with Mr. T. Bam, 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 bam. I kill the fool. Bam,
no, he don't go bomb, he just goes...
Can't kill me.
You're not far wrong there, Scott.
It's fucking stupid.
I'm not going to do a gameplay of that. I don't want to shoot Mr. T. He might come back and kill me. Actually, how old is he?
Got Eddie Murphy.
Doesn't need to come back. He isn't dead.
That's true. Can't be far off. Sorry.
Sorry, I'm still... Go on.
Questions? Anyone got any questions in the comments? Please leave them below. Oh, not about the Ian Watkins, please, because I don't want to talk about that. That's kind of fucking wrong and dark.
Do you guys want to
tell you this.
Do you want to hear a funny story?
Go on.
Is it?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Okay. Do you know a man in Peckham? This is near me. He was convicted of manslaughter for the accidental death of his wife, who died because he decided to put a blanket over their head after he had let one rip. So he ended up suffocating her to death.
So you're telling me they put a blanket over their head after he fucking shit his ass, and he fucking suffocated?
What was the blanket made out of? Lead?
Well, that's the gene pool fucking loosened up, everybody. Let's have a party.
How long did he get?
Apparently, it's called a fellatio. So it was death by fellatio.
How long did he get?
Doesn't he play for Manchester United?
It's still
Kills you with his perm.
ongoing. He hasn't been sentenced as of yet, but he did say that he felt gutted.
Hey.
Big of releasing his guts.
Really? Sounds like he spilled his whole guts on her.
Oh man!
Way to go. Think about this one. What a way to go! Imagine just death by your other half's innards. Just like,
But you would have guessed by.
I had a pasta tonight. Let's go kill the wife.
You have a blanket over your head for a little while. It's like, yeah, can't breathe. About time I took this fucking blanket off. You don't leave it on there.
What did he do? Leave it on there? Go down the pub. Halfway through 4 pints later, he just went, "Oh shit, I forgot something." Go back to the house, and there she is, dead under a fucking blanket.
No, actually, he was enjoying it. He said, "Oh, I like being a ghost. I'll actually be a ghost and kill myself."
How would you even I don't know how you would sentence that. You're rewarding stupidity, basically, is how I would sentence that.
I'm surprised that the judge and everybody else involved in this has basically not laughed themselves to fucking death over the situation, because it's what a way to go. Imagine just like, what are you in for? I robbed a bank. What are you in for? Oh, I raped someone. What are you in for? I suffocated my wife to death with the smell of my anus.
And what are you in for? Oh yeah, I got caught masturbating in the fucking supermarket.
I think if he tells people that story, though, he won't have to worry about shower love.
Tell us about it, Scott, please.
I got to pull the link up. Anyway, no, I think I got it off memory. A guy in his late 40s is banned from every supermarket in the UK because he was caught not once but twice. This time, caught masturbating in the aisles of the supermarket.
This is the most important question. Which aisle was it? Was it the frozen peas section?
No, I just thought to myself, like,
at least hoping that he was mentally ill.
Probably in the lotion.
Did he buy some lube at least?
In the fucking Jergens aisle.
Well, I'm just testing it out before I buy.
It was in front of the. It was in front of the jerked chicken.
Well, apparently he was stood there with his hands in his pockets and he was rubbing himself quite vigorously.
That's called pocket.
Yeah, pocket billiards. Yeah. And so a member of staff walked by him and thought he was just adjusting himself. She didn't look any other way. Next thing you know, there's a sound on a voice on the tannoy asking for the security to go over there immediately. And of course, a customer complained of him fucking jerking off in the aisles, so he was of course caught and arrested.
I like that.
What a
it's brilliant.
Is he allowed to mail order?
I do like the fact that this live stream is so highbrow these days.
My problem with this guy who's beating it in the aisles is he didn't have a fucking exit strategy.
Yeah, it wasn't like there a fire exit where you just kick in and just fucking run out.
Are you sure this is not another misquote?
The ironic thing would be if he was listening to beat it at the same time.
Yeah.
Maybe he thought he was just going to slip and slide out the door.
Are you sure this is not another misquote and actually he was caught beating some meat?
Yeah. I like to think he was in the fruit and veg aisle and eyeing up a lovely set of melons.
No, he's probably looking at a beefsteak we got a link to
Maybe
earlier, and he's fucking tugging it on that.
His Christmas sausage.
RetroUnlim Live, video games development and masturbation jokes.
Well, Steve, give me these. Like, he was so
Speaking of
fixated.
someone who's complete and utter stuff. I've got another little story for you. Peter
Is it as dark as the
Clapworthy.
last one?
Snob, remember him?
Who? Say again.
The you know, Peter Clapworthy. You know, the guy who basically bitched and moaned that he didn't get his Xbox One from eBay. The guy who bought a picture. He stated on Twitter. This is verbatim, people. This is verbatim. He stated on Twitter that he's going to be donating his refund from the Xbox One fiasco to charity.
Oh, really?
I think that's probably a name of a high-priced hooker, but still.
You know why he's doing that? He's doing that to save face, because everyone who heard the story just went, "What the fuck are you moaning about? You got your money back and you didn't deserve it."
Yeah, I hate this guy.
And
Yes.
In fact, you know what? I'd rather punch him than Justin Bieber right now.
But
He's
the thing
probably-
is, this happens every console launch. Some ringnut buys a fucking picture of a console. This happened with the 360, and I guess it happened with 4 or 5 other consoles beforehand. And they always get like, oh, people donating him stuff because they feel bad for him. It's like, no, fuck off. He bought the picture. It said in the description, this guy especially, that it was a fucking picture. And he still spent over £500 on it. You're a
So
fucking moron.
What you're basically saying, Scott, is the next console launch, we should basically be that person and buy a picture of a console.
Yeah, man.
And then either get someone to send us the console or at least our full refund.
It's just
But I'll tell you what, I will post that picture up.
It's subs
I
like
will
the
post
banana
that
man.
picture up. I'm going to post that picture and one of you is welcome to buy it.
You've got to have like a 4-year-old son as well at the same time.
I
That's
really
what
don't
probably
think he
got
does.
the-
I reckon
the
his kid was
heartstring.
made up. I
And
reckon his
halfway-
kid was just a cut-out stand of something. Just cut a picture of a
You know-
kid out of a catalogue and
Well, I'm
pasted it
gonna-
on an Action Man.
I'm going to get my 2-year-old and I'm going to hold up a picture of a PlayStation 4 and I'll like, the console snob stole my money. Have my little boy just holding it and with a sad face.
Don't forget to have a really believable frown on your face. Maybe spray some water on your eye. Whack yourself in the
Yeah.
nads so you can
Hey,
cry.
well, I'm an
Well,
actor,
yeah,
so I can
Hulk-
cry on cue, so I'll pretend to cry, and I'll have my little son sitting there crying, going, Daddy, Daddy, is this mean Santa's not real? I'll be like, yeah, Snob stole Christmas, he killed Santa.
Daddy, how would we stay warm this Christmas without that little blue shoe from the Xbox? Let's start the show with a little explosion. Sorry, had to get Rick and Bob in there.
Daddy, why does the console Snob hate Jesus? I'll be like, you know, he hates everyone.
It's now
Yo,
time to.
well, one of the things that this guy had going for him is he looks like a complete dipshit. So, I mean, it's like you look at pictures of that guy, and no wonder they gave him his money.
That's what you need to play when he's fucking
Strike.
whatever. This every time I think of this guy, he just brings my piss to a boil. Who's like, he makes a blatant bullshit and still gets his fucking way. It just blows my mind.
I get the feeling he's some sort of minor celebrity now, as if he's been on Big Brother or something. And
Oh, fuck off.
he's rich probably now.
I get the feeling Scott doesn't like him for some reason.
He probably owns 10 Xbox Ones.
And it's not because I'm jealous, it's just because he's such a jammy prick, he got away with it. That's what really gets on my tits.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Weird
saying.
way
I
he was
agree.
staged. I respect him for doing it, but also I fucking hate him because he actually executed his plan. It's just, bravo. Bravo fucking O.
Listen to this, right? I typed into search. I thought, let's have fun with search engines. So I just typed into the search engine, man accidentally kills himself. And and the first one that came up was, police think man accidentally killed himself at gun range. Now, I'm only going to read the first bit because this is what I'd like to find, amazing. That you're at a gun. So what do you do when you're at a gun range? You shoot, don't you, right? So here it goes. An early investigation shows that a 49-year-old Michigan man died after shooting himself in the head. How do you accidentally shoot yourself in the head? You don't accidentally shoot yourself in the head.
He was
pointing a gun at your head.
In the foot, in the legs, in the arms, maybe, but not the fucking head.
Yeah, I was trying
Unless you was cleaning the barrel with your fucking eyelashes.
Yeah, he was aiming for his heart.
Maybe he was multitasking and attempting to put his dick in it. Because you know,
Maybe he was trying to
see a whole
part in his hair, because one of the funniest things I say funniest, I saw the picture, it's horrific. The man didn't have a nose and he had a big cut down here, but and this is the reason that it says on power tools now in some states in America, because these are the states where people have managed to sue before they did this, which is do not use a power drill to scratch any orifice on your body. Seriously.
Oh,
because
really?
this bloke stuck the drill up his nose, right? And he was suing the company. He stuck the drill up his nose, and his nose was itching, so he thought he'd see what happened if he turned it on. And basically it took his nose off. And
What a fucking idiot.
Dave, you've been
I'm
reading.
suing you because I'm an idiot. What?
Dave,
Yes.
you've been reading the Daily Mail again, haven't you?
This was on Tinterwebs, and this was years and years and years ago. So the Daily Mail is only 2. But yeah, look at. I'm going to find a picture. Man scratches nose with power drill.
Oh, I don't think we want to see this, do we? It's not past 10
Well, that's
o'clock.
right, because you're going to have to post that up. I don't know how to do it. Man scratches nose with drill. Oh, it's got to be on there because the pre-prediction just finished it for me.
I am not posting this up.
Just an update on the Kickstarter.
Snopes.
You now have
Guy rips
202
off
backers,
nose.
David.
Oh. So how much of that is down to our work tonight, do you think? None.
I think the one guy, the one person.
If you're watching, that one person, please make yourself known and claim your prize of a pen top.
Yeah, not an Xbox One, because we're all trying to get one. Trying to blag our way to get one.
And if you're upset about not getting a prize, blame Snob and then hold up a photocopy, and then walk down to Computer Exchange.
Hold up a photocopy.
Apparently they give away free shit.
And we'll make internet fucking fame.
Here we
by
go.
doing that.
Oh my god!
No, there's no way I'm posting this up.
Oh my god! I've got a strong
I
stand.
can't see it now.
Right, hang on.
Link.
There is a current lawsuit. Hang on, let me read it first, and I'll send you the link. There's a current lawsuit in works by a Minnesota man named Henry Hallaney. Mr. Hallaney is suing a famous drill company for physical damages caused to him by their tools. Mr. Hallaney claims that he wanted to eliminate an itch in his nose, so he placed a power drill up his nose and turned the drill on, with the drill bit still attached.
Okay.
What
He
the
successfully-
What is the lawsuit about?
There's where he went wrong, you see.
Listen to this. I love the fact that they added this. He successfully got rid of the itch, but in the process, he got rid of his nose. Here is a statement. There was from Mr. Hallaney. Nowhere on the package or on the actual tool was there a warning that specifically tells the consumer not to place the drill up the nose or any orifice. Hang on. It gets better. These companies need to take responsibility for their own products. He is suing them for $25 million. Right, I'm going to post the link up.
What a moron.
Christ.
USA! USA!
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to earn lots and lots of money from a lawsuit, just saw through your hand or something and then sue the backside off them. Because it doesn't say on there, don't saw off your own hand, does it?
Where's the link?
This is what
Apparently it's
happens
fake.
when lawyers
Hang on, I'm gonna
have
post it
no
up, but-
fucking shame.
Apparently it's
Saying that.
fake. Oh, I'm really
It really
disappointed.
is. When lawyers have no
Speaking of
shame, this is what happens.
Where do I
Anyone.
where do I post the link?
Anyway,
I
I'm
can't
gonna
see
put
it.
it.
Sit in the group chat.
I'm gonna.
Group chat.
I
Group
can't.
chat.
I haven't got a group chat thing. I've just got a big picture of your head. It's a lovely head though. Oh, hang on.
Thank you. It's very shiny.
Chat at the top. Anyway,
Here we go.
Patrick just sent us this one.
Sort of.
8-bit relic. Man loses life savings playing carnival game, and Bob wins a giant banana.
Right. Apparently this is fake.
It is hilarious. No, it was not fake, actually.
No. I'm talking about the drill bit one.
Oh, sorry.
I'm going to post it up anyway, because even if it's not fake, whoever did this to their face, I reckon it might have hurt.
This banana thing, actually, I don't know if you know college humor.
I'm gonna look at everyone's face now. They look at this picture.
Oh, Patrick.
This
Right, do it in
banana
order.
thing,
Do it-
actually,
do it
he
in
was
order.
also bailed out. Oh, sorry.
I was going to say, do it in order. Michael, look at the picture, and then I want to see your face. I posted the link.
Oh,
Too late. I've already
I'm
seen
looking
it.
now.
Michael
right?
Jackson.
Here we go.
Merry
go.
Christmas!
Here we go. It's a bit slow because I'm uploading something at the same time.
what
Come
the
on,
fuck?
show me your picture. Show me your gorgeous self.
Ugh.
Let's see this.
I don't see it.
My internet's kind of slow.
Fucking hell, really? That's why they call him the drill
Okay, here we go. I'm
sergeant.
going to scroll down. Scrolling down. Oh my freaking Jesus!
See, if this bloke, if it is a fake, right, and this bloke didn't do it with a drill bit, right, what did he do it with?
Well, did you read? It says on there that he got hit by a bullet.
Oh, yeah. I thought, after the movies liked me, I thought bullets just left nice little holes.
No, I like the drill bit more better. That's
That's more hilarious.
fucking hell, man.
To save us from this madness, I have a question for Davis.
While masturbating and
Davis, is it true that you worked on a video game TV show?
I owned it and worked on it, yes.
That's cool. I heard about this actually in your interview with Michael, which is available on Michael Burhan's channel, which is youtube.com/.
I'm currently uploading a polished version, a more polished version on my Nerd Genius YouTube channel, and it's 83% done uploading. My internet is so rubbish that it's taking ages to upload this bloody thing. It's taken 3 days literally to upload a 2-hour talk
It might be
myself
a
and
YouTube
Davis.
thing.
But
because I've had terrible problems uploading
apparently
stuff
they've been
lately, where
having-
everything I've uploaded is stuck at 29%, but carried on looking like it was processing, and I've not realised because I've been in another window or doing something else. This is like the last 4 videos on whatever computer I use in the house, and I've come back, clicked on it, and it's still stuck at 29%. And I've had to cancel them like 4 times and keep ploughing through. So maybe it's Google scratching their collective balls or something.
Oh, Davis is gone. I was going to ask him. Oh, sorry.
he'll be back in a second.
I'm gonna
Just
play
to let you guys
search
know as
engine.
well, on the whole YouTube dilemma thing. Speaking of YouTube, Dailymotion, for those who don't know, and I'll post a link here, are offering a monetization service. It's in the beta stages basically at the moment, and I think it's them taking advantage of the whole YouTube dilemma. What's
Of
going
course.
on with the company. Of course, and the company basically causing a lot of fiasco with its developers. So you find there's a lot of guys that are switching over to Dailymotion now at the moment. I myself have signed up for this.
I haven't.
So
Yeah, put a link
if
into
all
it.
goes well, I may actually be moving my channel. I will post you guys the link. I'll do it now. Do it now.
Do it
Right,
now.
I'm gonna play search engine roulette again. So
Do it now.
I'm going to type into Google funny gunshot wounds and see what we get.
Okay. While he's doing that,
Why are you doing that, Patrick? Why don't you talk about this man and his magic banana?
man and his magic banana.
Actually, it was about this whole bailout thing what you mentioned earlier. Because this guy actually has lost all his life savings on it, then went back just for all or nothing game, and all he got was this bloody banana. Actually, he didn't even won the banana. It was just something like, oh, you have won nothing here, no, you have your bloody banana. And he became quite famous in the US at the time this happened.
Oh.
So what actually was done was College Humor. I don't know if you know this YouTube site.
Yes.
Heard about it and bought the banana for $2,600 for him just to bail him out. So no matter how stupid you are, there's always somebody to bail you out.
Well, no, what makes me laugh, he spent $2,600, his entire life savings, on a game called Tubs of Fun. He wanted to win the Xbox Connect, which now you can pick up for a tenner, but back then you could pick up for about $100. But quickly lost $300 on a game when his balls he tossed bounced out of the tubs.
Oh, gosh.
Instead of cutting his
So you should have read that in one go, Scott, because you said he quickly lost the game when his balls. I thought he lost the game because of his genitalia.
I did an impromptu impression of Christopher Walken then. Instead of cutting his losses, he went home to get the rest of his savings, which he lost as well in a few rounds of double or nothing. What a fucking prick.
We should pity this man. He is clearly a gambling addict.
Should we
Nope.
pity the fool?
Should pity the fool. Ah,
I'll
Mr. T,
gamble.
pity the fool that gets addicted to gambling. Soccer. This was a public service announcement by Mr. T.
Oh, listen to this. I shouldn't
I
laugh because
pity
there's a
the fool
picture of a man
who
by a
isn't
grave. In Florida, It's double the national average of people shooting themselves and each other accidentally. People in Florida, people shooting themselves and each other accidentally is growing at an alarming rate. Right, so don't go to Florida.
I got a post here to end all the
wonder
posts.
why people want to get rid of their guns. Seriously.
Because at some point they need to form a militia again for when we invade.
Yes, what about the Bigfoot? They've got to defend themselves from Bigfoot.
What? Sasquatch.
You need guns to protect yourself from Bigfoot.
If they take our guns next, they'll take our space program.
Don't click that. Just don't.
Too
late clicking that.
What the fuck?
Oh! Oh!
Gross.
How the mother of fuck did he get out there in the first place?
Ah.
Hang on.
You can't top that.
Is this gonna be some sort of?
Oh,
do I
hang
really
on,
want to
he's
see?
got
Is it gonna be an
a jam-
insertion joke?
He's got a jam jar and a fucking dildo.
Hang on. No. I'm not listening. I want to see it. Do I want to see it?
No, you don't.
Oh,
Right. Hang
Right.
on.
What is this? What
you're going to
is
be able to sit down for a month.
Right, come on. Davis.
Giggity.
Davis, please tell us about the nature of your TV program that you owned.
It was half
Yeah, I
hour
wanna know
of the
about
worst television ever broadcast.
So you've seen EastEnders.
So what?
So you've seen the show called EastEnders then?
That
Never
makes
mind.
no
It was
sense
funny in
to
my
him,
head.
Dave. That makes no sense.
I
to him.
know. But it is the worst show ever. Sorry, carry on. Never mind me, I'm retarded. That's actually me who put that potato up my ass.
Now I'm glad I didn't put
It's a jar of damn jelly, too. Damn a jelly. So good you can't wait to
It's
eat
your
it.
standard TV gaming show, with an audience and people playing games and competitions, and a little bit where someone goes, "This game is brilliant," or define why it was so bad.
No, not even that. Actually, it was two hosts, me and a gal, and we talked about games. Really, I mean we reviewed games. We talked about game development. We talked about game news, and the first 5 episodes. No, seriously, it was the worst thing ever broadcast. How they ever let us get past episode 1.
How long ago was this?
2006.
So it sounds almost like a precursor to the YouTube gaming community.
Yes.
To be honest.
Yes.
So how easy was it? How easy was it to get a show? Was it on public access?
No, it was actually on a local. It was a privately owned local station, for profit. It wasn't like public access TV or something like that on cable. It was actually a broadcast channel even.
Yeah.
Did you basically buy a picture of a gaming related show off eBay and someone bailed you out?
I feel cheated. This isn't the show I bought.
Just
really.
so you know, we're on 203 backers now,
Hey.
and someone has donated $100 more.
Someone has
So you've
donated.
got a big donation now.
Someone has donated their big banana. Strangely.
That holiday in the Bahamas is going to be that
Yeah,
extra
potatoes.
sweet now. You just got
$20,209.
$100 for margaritas.
Yes, it
So
can
before you
sit
go,
back.
Davis,
I actually
you
kind
wanna-
of feel crap.
It can
So
sit
before you
back. Sorry, go on.
I'm trying to be professional, Harry. You're fucking step all over. I'm supposed to be the fucking host. You're the
No.
passenger.
Yes, that's now you know why I was sacked.
No way,
We're all really bad at this.
Before
I
you
suggest
leave then,
talk
Davis,
this
do you want
pass it
to
around
plug
the
your...
circle.
Right, everybody shut up and let the console snub talk.
So, Davis, before you leave, do you want to plug your game once again before you shoot off?
Sure, absolutely. It's Jumpman Forever. You can see it at jumpmanforever.com, which actually right now just leads to the Kickstarter. We've got 48 hours. You can donate more money to it if you want to. We've already put up the stretch goals. We've already made the Kickstarter. If you donate anything right now, $1 or more gets you the Jumpman Forever preview, which is 8 levels. I'm getting ready to update it so people like Michael can actually play it. And $2 or more gets you the full game when it comes out for your chosen platform. $10 gets you in on being a beta tester. And then there's.
How do I get to see some of your show? You should make a perk that we get to see some of the episodes of your show.
Upload some episodes to YouTube.
Oh, no. You don't understand. They're out there. Hang on just a second.
Oh, even better.
Yes, thank you.
See if I can find them.
God.
This is horrible.
Michael looks pensive.
Wow.
Do you have a shit fit when you lose to Mario 64?
Then you'll be perfect for Games Master.
Such a weird turn of events, I'm telling you. I talked to Dave Perry a few weeks ago on Facebook.
What?
And I just literally
Get this
said to him, I
quiet.
said, look, it's better to own it than to hide away, and then he watches it and then wants to kick my ass. I said, look, we did an episode, a commentary of that infamous episode of you losing your shit to Mario.
And what did he say?
And I said it in advance, I apologise. And he said, don't worry about it, that was 20 fucking years ago. I was like, oh, thank God for that.
Oh, so he replied to you.
Yeah.
How close are we to getting him on the show then?
I don't know, Steve has been, I think he wants to jump on sometime soon, that'd be fucking awesome. But yeah, how to get the awkward moment out of the way? Do you want to leave it onto the live stream?
Yes. Would we have the complete set then? Because we'd have had Guru Larry, who's been on Games World. We'd have had Rob Nathan, who was Electric Eddie on Games World. And then we'll have had Dave Perry, who was instrumental in setting up Games World.
Well, we're never going to get Dominic, are we?
We need Andy Crane.
Well, I think I've got a bit of a lucky streak going on at the moment, so I'm going to try and email Big Boy Barry and see if we can get him on here.
Oh my God, Davis.
Hilarity.
Oh, let's do it.
Davis, I'm looking at the thumbnail on your videos right now. It looks very old school classic game room. Were you next door to him or something?
I got. It's time for some more fun or roulette with Google. I'm going to just type in, they are trying to take our guns away, and see what I get.
Oh, good Lord.
They are trying to take our guns away. So I add in those commie bastards and see what that gets on. No, we're doing
Yes.
Tutorials live.
Everything needs to end.
RetroUnlim live.
Obama's real reason he wants your guns.
We'll probably get some Alex Jones clip.
I'm just going to read them down. Yeah, so the first one says, Obama's real reason he wants to take your guns. When they come for your guns.
Alex Jones? Isn't she a presenter on the One Show?
No. He's a radio
Nobody's
broadcaster
going
out
to
of
take
Texas.
your guns away. It just sounds like the man at the back of the room when you're at school and kids have a shit fit, you know, and then the wise teacher always says something. That's what this one sounds like. Don't worry, no one's going to take your guns away.
People who search for Alex Jones also search
gonna take your guns away.
also search for David Icke.
How to destroy the lie. That is to take our guns away. I got to read that one. That one sounds good.
Why are we talking about guns?
I'm just playing search engine roulette.
Alright.
Put something cool in.
Commies.
No, not that.
Commies want your babies.
Okay, that sounds interesting.
Careful, Dave, you're going to stumble upon
came in
something
the
you
mail
don't
the
want to
other
see. Wii U. Wii
Oh my
U,
God.
boy!
This is great. Mama, please let your babies grow up to be commies. Oh, sometimes I wish I was a commie. And then I realised, no, because it would be shit.
I was just going to say, it's not too late. You can convert. Have you heard about the truth?
Do you know what makes me laugh when you see these kids, like always like emo kids, you know, like sort of 15, 16, walking around with their military jackets and their little, you know, old school Russian flag, and they're like, communism works, capitalism, and you think, well, all right then, why don't you fuck off to North Korea? Because it's probably pretty shit, and it really irritates me. You don't get it, you capitalist whore. And like, no, I'm not saying capitalism is perfect, but at the end of the day, I'd rather be here than North Korea or China, because if you spoke out against them, like you're doing here, you would meet a bullet-related death.
No, you can at least try it on before you go pushing it on everyone else.
Yeah.
Before you leave, Davis, JL76 Gaming says, okay, I have just pledged to the Jumpman thing. Yes.
Was he the one that donated all that money?
Potentially.
Probably not, he's Scottish.
Do I
Tell him I I love him dearly, and I want to cuddle him.
You'll probably bear hug the shit out of you.
Cuddle his bum hole.
Do I've not been on Kickstarter. What was the one I did Mike's book with? That was another crowd. I was going to say crowd pleaser. Oh, do I need my credit card to pledge? Because that would involve me having to go to the other room. And I got to be honest, that's 15 foot away. It sounds like a lot of work.
Do you have an Amazon account?
Yes.
All we need is your PIN number.
Then you can pledge.
You
can pledge using your Amazon account, and it goes through the whole Amazon checkout process. And then what happens is it puts a pre-order on it.
Do I get air miles?
Take the money out on the day that it officially ends.
Then I shall pledge, Mr. Davies.
And actually, you can just type your Amazon account information.
Number 9.
Give me your home address, and I'll send you a $5.
£5 note. They'll probably think it's a bomb.
What is this weird, colourful thing?
Well, gentlemen, I use that term "gentleman" loosely. I am going to have to get out of here. I've got something else pending, so.
You've got to go and polish your guns.
Well, thank you for joining us tonight, Davis.
Hey, thanks for having me on.
It was nice meeting you, Davis.
Fantastic.
Yes. Sorry I was late.
Good luck with the game.
Yes, very, very good luck.
Thanks, all.
Yeah.
And
Thanks a lot.
I can't wait to actually start playing that beta.
Cool. Awesome.
You can't wait to start. You can't wait to start beating. I'll stop there. Bye. He's gone.
Let's go back to Google Roulette. I'm going to type in Jumpman's got a Woody and see what we get.
Console Snob has left.
I'm trying to actually open a Wii U game because I got the Wii Fit U in the post the other day because I originally was supposed to get it with the console, and they've sent it to me. So I'm playing around with that.
Woody. What's the Wii U Fit? That's not like a board as well, is it? Or do you just run around your house holding the remote?
What happens is you've got this little. It gives you a little walk track timer thingy. I'll show you what it looks like. I had it out a minute ago.
Oh, what about the timer? Sorry.
It's a little stopwatch.
Oh, Tamagotchi.
I want a Tamagotchi.
It has your Mii's face on it, and it tells you how many calories that you're losing.
Oh, cool.
So you take it with you when you go for a walk and stuff.
If you wear it while you're eating McDonald's, does it go up?
And it.
That's pretty fancy.
Yes. And you also use the normal balance board that you actually had with the other system, which is the one thing that I do like about the Wii U is it's backwards compatible with everything.
The
Wii remotes, the balance board, all the accessories. You don't have to throw anything away, which is brilliant.
Plus, I like the fact that every first-person shooter on it is so customizable. You can actually play them with the Wiimote.
Ladies and
That's something I was really worried about. That when I thought, oh no, please don't say they're going to ditch being able to play first-person shooters with the Wiimote when we get the Wii U. And no, it's in there. Don't know why I raised my voice up to here though.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce our newest entrant to the call. It's JL76 Gaming. Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
How are you? How are you?
You're my wife now.
I'm good, thank you.
Hello,
I'm doing a Dave Wade impression.
Hello, Dave. How's Mickey Mouse?
Did you see my unboxing from Patimus video where my voice actually did crack and go like that for a bit, and I caught myself. I went, oh my god, my voice is cracked.
Yeah. Well, he was nearly in tears. It was pretty fucking adorable from our perspective.
Fucking amazing present.
Oh, you made soft heart flutter.
No, it just made my voice go all funky. Actually, I think someone was outside the room pumping helium in.
Right, I'll be right back. I just go into my horror now. My chair's just broken, so be right back. Carry on without me.
Oh, this has never happened before on the live stream. Looks like I'm going to have to take over.
We have technical difficulties.
I am now in charge.
I'll tell you what, Mr. Yack, and we'll pay you double time while you fill in.
Yes.
Right, anyway, back to roulette.
Club Nintendo
search. I will.
Free gratis.
Not getting I want my Luigi statue.
Yo, that Luigi statue.
For these points.
It looks badass.
I don't really get it. I'll see if I can try. I will try, damn you.
Yo, 1,500 points?
Let's
What does
laugh
that mean?
at Console Snob.
That's what it
was.
That
sounded
was
like.
Star
a
Wars,
chipmunk
wasn't it?
just doing the Imperial
No, I
March.
know it's from Star Wars, like
Yeah.
the Imperial March or whatever, but I don't understand why it was happening.
Because someone was pumping
Because I was
helium into
being
his
evil,
room.
because I'm not giving this today.
Sorry, I'm still playing roulette on Google search, right? So I based on what we were doing earlier on, or watching earlier on, because this could bite me in the ass, no pun intended when I talk about it, I thought I would type in man inserts Wiimote into ass. So on answers, on Google Answers, someone actually asked, would it hurt if I insert a Wiimote into my anus?
Did somebody answer?
I
Well,
hope
try-
so.
Somebody
gonna
answer.
see.
Did somebody answer? Well, try
Right,
it and see.
Try it and see.
Well,
So
just
we didn't
because
see-
it says we doesn't
Not
mean
with
that
enough
it's not
butter.
gonna hurt.
It says, yeah, yes, and then it will get stuck, and your girlfriend will have to get it out and then throw up in there, get some sort of terrible STD, and
Wait,
die.
girlfriend.
You have to
What the
swing your
fuck?
ass
I got
around.
a Wii. this is a brilliant answer. What the fuck? I got a Wii, and their moats are pretty hefty. Wow.
Remember before when we had shelf building with Shack Stew? Well, now we've got stir fixing with the Console Snob.
I hope you're having fun, you fucking dicks.
Well, it's not our fault.
Everybody point and laugh at him.
It's not going for a big shit.
So this person said, no, it won't. But the Wii Fit board fits even better.
Oh, yes.
So the person that stuck it up his arse went, wee!
He went, we, you!
By the way, can I
The controller's
make
a
a
bit
quick
bigger.
announcement, guys?
Oh, an announcement.
Quickly. For those of you who are not a part of the I've Got Gameplay group, you should add yourselves, of course. We're getting on the 8th of February. Do you want to make a guess? It's one of my childhood favourites in
I
terms
know
of
who it is.
developers. Do you want to make a guess who he is?
Dave Perry!
Bungle.
We're getting Leisure Suit Larry's own Al Lowe.
Yay!
There we
So if
go.
you guys
the
want to be on
applause.
the show, no, and I will add you to the show.
Cool. When is that again?
The 8th of February.
And where can we
And it'll
find
be
that?
at live at 8 p.m.
Which,
Leisure Suit Larry creator Al Lowe.
what day is
Not
the 8th
mob.
of February?
Yes, I want to know. Hold on, I can look
It's a
up.
Saturday.
Oh, see,
Saturday, 8th of February, 8 p.m.
I'll let you know, because I'll make sure I can keep it. Well, not that I have a massively busy schedule, because I don't, but I don't know what I'm doing to that's when my college shit
Wanking,
starts again. So
wanking. I need to keep that day free.
yeah, I will let you know, Mr. Burnham. Good.
Yes,
Come pull this
Burnham.
Wiimote out my
Because
ass.
it's going to be awesome, and we've got more announcements coming, guys, on also on the future of IGG and some other
I
projects
can
that I'm
write a
working on.
jizz hit your ear.
That will associate themselves, of course, with RetroUnlim,
Mike, this is really
which I
exciting.
can't wait, and it's gonna be awesome. And I'm gonna let everybody on the panel know soon, because it's gonna involve you all and my take on world domination, because I want to dominate.
Hey,
Yeah, I
If
bet.
I dominate the world,
Same thing
I
we
need
do
to
every
take you
night,
all with
Pinky.
me.
Try to take over the world.
You're
Yes.
not getting confused, are you? Because dominate
Yeah,
sounds.
brain.
Doodle-doo-doo.
What's that Wingnut?
Note to myself, eliminate him.
Well,
I
you're
have
talking
to
about
get
dominating the
confused.
world. You got Patrick here, you know. Resident
I'm German.
He gives them tips.
It's into my jeans.
First thing to do, invade Poland.
whatever you do, don't mention the war.
Too late.
Yes, you did. You invaded
Yeah, that's-
Poland.
You started. No, we didn't. Yes, you did. You invaded Poland.
Patrick,
Is that shoot bag?
do you have faulty towers in Germany?
Uh,
Did you-
Yeah, it's actually really popular. That's
be
the
honest,
most
I saw-
popular episode.
I saw it actually first time here, in Ireland.
According to Tinterwebs, that is the most popular episode. Is the Don't Talk About the War episode. And in this country, it's now cut, but in Germany, it's not. Which means you've technically got a better sense of humour than we have.
One of the most interesting things about Euro 96, if you remember, Badil and Skinner released a song called Three Lions.
So when they had cunts on their back.
Yes, and it was actually just as big a hit in Germany as it was in Britain.
Oh
Yeah, and
it
they
was.
play it when they beat us.
Makes sense.
Yes, we did.
There's videos on YouTube of Badil Skinner and the Lightning Seeds playing in concerts in Germany.
Three lines on a shirt.
when you beat us in the World Cup, which was all down to the ball on that disallowed goal. Bollocks, was it? We were shit. Yeah, I remember they were showing the street parties in Germany, and there were these people with a big, massive stereo above their heads on a balcony of a second-story balcony of a house, playing that song, and everyone in the street was going batshit crazy to it. I was quite angry at the time, but now I can see the irony.
Well, of course, that chant's gone down in history, hasn't it? Because everybody sings that now, but nobody knows what the song is. Just like do 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 do. What is that song?
The Race by Yellow.
Is it?
Hey!
Oh, very well done. We should play this on Dave and Yakum. I hum a tune, and then you've got to guess what it is.
But it's got a bit of football tune, obviously.
Right,
Does that mean Dave and Yakum's coming back? Because I can't help but notice,
Coming back.
all the dislikes were on my channel.
That's because nobody even visits my channel, full stop. If they did visit my channel, they would dislike it.
No, but there were likes, is what I'm saying. There were likes on the actual video.
Sorry?
You're like background music.
Sorry about background music?
No, I said that I visit your channel. It's like background music to me. It soothes me while I sleep.
This is creepy.
Like a warm, wet, chamois leather, embracing your balls.
The one channel I probably watch the most out of everybody's is probably Dave's, because he updates it like constantly.
I have I have a massive cache of videos. It's called Insomnia and having a fucking noisy neighbor.
You not people who have weekly uploads like myself, huh?
Yeah.
Get off my live stream.
Get off my stage.
You're out.
I know. You're actually kicked off. If I was hosting this tonight, I'd kick you off for saying that I put you to sleep.
Sultry tones of Yakum.
Cut yourself.
You know I love you, Yak. Patrick, I've been told to ask you about your recent purchase.
What is my purchase? What was my recent one?
It was a giant banana.
Apparently you had a recent purchase and they pissed you over.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, go on.
Actually,
is it a photograph?
No, I don't have it anymore. It was actually something. I went to Maplands, and I told them I want to receive UK television with my Atari 2600. They gave me some kind of box, which should work with each area, and I went home, and I still had the fucking Irish channels I have since ever.
Oh, a 10 on all 15 channels.
Yes.
Not bad.
I wish it was like
I can live with that. Yeah, I can live with that.
Those fucking.
But apparently nothing happened. I can have it without this box and so on. Then I came back to Maplands and they said, "Oh, fair enough. You can't use it. You can't use it with it. Perfect. So what we can do for you? We can sell you a satellite dish." Because this device is only working with a satellite dish.
Oh, fuck off with a cherry on top.
Well, they should have told you that the first time, so you could have bought it the first time.
Yeah,
exactly.
Bullshit.
I went home again just to think about it. Then I came back today.
And bought the satellite dish.
I asked first in PC World, carries. Yes, there is no something to do it without satellite. We are not able to see decent television. So, yeah, I just bought it back, and I actually got my 65 euros back. That is why I actually put this video down, because it's not fair anymore, because I got my funds back.
Well,
but still, I was out of
everyone knows that the people in the store are retarded, and that if they want to have a retarded-free shopping experience, they shouldn't go to Maplin's.
Don't start dissing Maplin's.
I thought for a minute when you said you went back to the store, I thought it was going to go. So it didn't work, so I went back to the store. But the store was gone.
That would be actually quite interesting, yeah.
Just a dust bunny blowing by.
In other news,
the
world's fattest man, or I call him fattest man, a marijuana lover and awesome director Kevin Smith slams YouTube. and they're
For what?
copyright claims. Even Kevin Smith's getting in on it.
Did you see that?
Guys
There's a
wanna hear
really,
us?
really, there's a really, really good video that explains exactly what's going on. It's on my like list, and it's even got annotations at the top where you can skip. It's like 16 minutes long, and the guy explains absolutely everything, and he even says at the end that it is bad news for gamers. You should be alright if you're not monetized, but basically, we knew this anyway. But Let's Plays are in a really, really grey area, and it's kind of Russian roulette whether you get hit or not, and pretty much there's nothing you can do about
this
it.
guy.
Yeah.
It's a good video, but basically it says fucked.
Daily Motion. I'm still trying to find the post.
Do you know what the
Once
answer?
I find it.
Do you know what the answer to this is? We only do gameplay videos of games that we have made. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, well, that doesn't work anymore, does
But
it?
this is
They
not
had
true.
Yeah,
Actually-
the Indian developer that had ID tags on his own fucking game videos.
I just contest them.
Yep. The creator of the game, a game for the PS4, I believe. What was the gentleman's name? He got his game was a timed release on the PS4. It's called The Witness, and he got a copyright claim on behalf of Sony. YouTube's content ID claim put on him, and he was like, he was shaking his head. He was just like, "It's my game. I own the game. It's a timed release on Sony's platform, and then it's going to be rolled out to other consoles. There is no reason why Sony should have had a copyright claim." And they've actually stated as well that from all the Sony, all the other YouTube partners, so to speak, have come out and stated, we are not the ones making this claim. It's YouTube themselves. And Angry Joe did a huge video about this, and he was in tears. I have never seen Angry Joe in tears before, talking about how this is affecting everybody, including himself, where YouTube have, Google have basically come out and they've said, we've made billions off of this, thank you and fuck you, and thrown these claims in because they, instead of actually fully monetizing a video, because they've actually even stated you could, without fully monetizing a video, they could just give a chunk of that, or a small amount, to that little piece of music or that little piece of video footage that you've got in the video. They don't have to take the whole thing. And this is what the problem is, and this is how a lot of guys who are doing Let's Plays, the Let's Play channels, the partners, are looking to move now. I do believe the biggest one that's moved at the moment was
Classic Game
Room. What was their names? Snob.
Classic Game Room.
Yeah, Classic Game Room. Thank you.
Yeah.
They've moved to their own official site, and they're also going to be doing stuff on Daily Motion. And they've actually stated the only things they're going to do on YouTube now is just basically talk in front of the camera, do small vlogs. That's it. And it's going to happen to a lot of different guys. PewDiePie's been hit by this. Rad Brad. A lot of other gaming guys are going to end up moving over to different platforms because YouTube screwed them over, and it's a really bad move, because once people start leaving your platform's not going to be making the money that you want it to make.
Exactly. So guys like PewDiePie is actually leaving because even if you like it or not, he has somehow 6 million subscribers. Everybody knows him, and he's actually building up the new guys.
Is he leaving?
Yeah.
Well, this is why I'm calling.
He's considering it.
A lot of Let's Players are going. A lot of Let's Players are going now from the platform because they don't want to deal with the hassle. And the thing is, right, now that Dailymotion's kind of doing their own thing, they're inviting a lot of these guys over to actually come and take advantage of the revenue sharing service that they put into place. Here we go.
That's why I was calling for the strike.
See, Dailymotion, you can.
But once your biggest guys, once the big Let's Players start leaving, there's going to be a problem. But this is what it is. It's a revenue sharing service that they're doing. I've signed up to it myself under my company banner. And if accepted, because it takes about 3 days for them to actually either accept or reject you for it, we'll then go through that process. And I could, if I do get accepted, I'm going to be moving my channel off of Google's platform and moving it straight to Dailymotion. I think the only thing I'm going to have is just adverts for the Dailymotion channel on my on my YouTube channel, and a lot of it is because I can't, I don't really want the hassle of Google's inane customer service where they have no There was no one there to help you. No one knows what they're doing, you know, and you can't talk to people. And that's the thing. There's no human entity in it. And Kevin Smith, going back to that story, he's basically stated as well that creators outright should be allowed to use game assets to make new content. Right? So if you're doing a gaming review show, you've spent time, you spent the hours trolling and toiling, and like myself, probably like Dave as well, you spend hours on end trying to make these videos. Right? There is no reason why you shouldn't be allowed to make money off of these. Right? It's not like you're I know some people just paste the whole bloody game on there, don't put any commentary, and just play through the entire game or steal cutscenes. Fair enough. Yeah, those types of guys have a problem and need to be dealt with. But the commentaries, the tracks, it takes ages. Going through a process like that, you've got to capture, you've got to edit, you've got to commentate, you've got to make sure that the whole video is pristine before you put it up there because you want quality. And with a lot of us who are, you know, working other jobs, people who can, you know, fortunately make money off of this, hard doing it, and they're doing it and putting their hearts and souls into this, and it's ridiculous what they're going through. You know, they've issued thousands of copyright notices to videos, billions of different videos that are probably 5 to 6 years old. You know, and guys are getting hurt by this, and it's ridiculous. And with, you know, people have been complaining to YouTube, and you know, what have Google done? They've always said, well, you either like what we do, or we're just gonna do our own thing in the first place. Well, I've noticed Dave's disappeared.
One of the videos that Angry Joe showed when he used somebody else's song, I definitely understand why like something like that gets flagged. I mean, it clearly belonged to someone else. But my problem is he had a good point. Is why the fuck just because their song is in it does 100% of the money go to them?
Exactly.
Because like there was another video that he had that got flagged by 2 people, and it seemed like 100% of the pros or whatever money gets made from it was split between the 2 other people. I don't understand why. If all these people want to claim shit on yours, all your money goes out and gets split between them. Why do you get nothing? And so that's one of the big problems, because clearly in that one video that I'm talking about where he used the music, he technically is in the wrong. I mean, I hate to, you know, make it seem like I'm, you know, not bonding with everyone the whole way, but he is in the wrong in that video using someone's music.
He admitted it.
But the idea is, why in the hell do they get everything? That is the bullshit part.
Because they ruin you.
No, but I agree, and this is the problem: is Google have always, when it comes to anything that you do with them, they have blurred the lines in terms of how they do things. It's we make the decisions, we do what we want, you don't have a fucking say. And that's the main issue. If
Michael.
They were clearer, if they said, yeah, go on, Snob, sorry.
I was going to say that you'll find that a lot of the big companies are like this. Wikia are exactly the same. They make the changes, you don't like it, you can get lost.
But that shouldn't be the way, because in the end, companies are supposed to be governed. Google looks like they're not governed by anybody. They do their own thing. The only people who seem to tell Google what to do are the big film companies or the big gaming companies.
Yes, they've got
the comparison you're having right now, Michael, is a comparison to another company that's very much do their own thing, don't really care about other people's opinion. Nintendo.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Basically, they all act like governments.
Yeah, they're their own like evil empires, if you will, in their own, and basically that's the way it is. You like it or you fucking lump it. That's the attitude that most of these companies have.
Totally wrong. It's a horrible
it is
attitude,
totally
but,
wrong.
yeah.
I agree.
Can I just say,
That's the problem. And
my computer is so shit,
Yeah, go on,
right,
Dave.
that if I ate 15 granola bars, then took a massive nutty log, wrote the words QWERTY on it, plugged it into a monitor, it would probably be more reliable than this Windows 8 part of monkey balls. I went over to Dailymotion because I thought I'll find out my Dailymotion account name and I'll post it in the sidebar. And the minute I did it, it didn't kick me off. It just went "Ugh," and froze.
Well, I've been trying to. I'll be honest.
Dailymotion.
The whole situation of this, I've been, of course, been a fence sitter. But when CGR upped and left, that really fucking hit me in the nuts. It's like, wow, if Mark can uplift his channel and move it back to his website, which is a smart move. It's risky because you could cut off your future subscribers and future people buying your merch and whatever.
Well, not if he leaves his YouTube channel up and he's got a statement at the
Well,
end.
yeah,
that
he
says-
does have. No, he does. He has been posting videos, but mostly they're like daily updates to what reviews he's been doing, and say, come to classicgaming.com to watch them. So he's still doing that, and when I saw that, I thought, wow, I need to at least safeguard myself. I already had a Blip TV channel, which I never use, and I just made a Daily Motion one. But to be quite honest with you, I don't know if I could start again. It took me 2 years to build myself up to this level, and alright, I'm not exactly high in the fucking sky, but I've spent a lot of time.
You've got an audience.
I've got an audience, and that's what I really, really love about all of it. Subscribers and all that shit is numbers to me.
The thing is that if your audience really loves you and they really support you, they'll follow you anywhere you go.
Yeah, but there's also a thing is that I've done. If I did that, that'd be my third time rebuilding what I've started. I know it sounds very egotistical, but
join me, loyal audience, as we take a tour of Jimmy Savile's house.
You don't really have to rebuild.
Jimmy Savile's house.
Just
yeah, I heard he haunts it. I'm going to test the loyalty of my audience.
Well, no, I would probably upload a few of the videos that I've done recently, but most of that stuff be new content. I don't like re-uploading stuff.
Oh, hell,
I'd start again.
Probably would.
I did it.
I probably would start from year dot.
Start again.
I
start again because I enjoy it.
I'd basically, I'll take down all my videos from my channel and just move them to the Daily Motion channel. At least I know that I'll be fine with it. I wouldn't have an issue because in the end, I would even probably tweak some stuff and make them look more pristine.
What is your channel, Michael?
At the end of the day, you got. What's that?
What is your YouTube channel? Because I don't think it's.
Santa Claus und nichts am
Oh, I'll add it on there for you. YouTube.com / Genius.
Cool.
This is what killed my computer the last time, so hang on, I'm going to do it again.
When it comes to this sort of situation right now, it's gonna. I don't know if it's gonna cause a divide between quite a lot of people who are hobbyists and people who want to make some sort of living off making content for people. I have seen a few people get all snobby about it.
Oh, no, it's not. It came back. Sorry.
Alright, I thought he was going to say Xbox turn on, but whatever.
Xbox
but
turn on!
I've just seen that divide. It's starting to happen now where people are like, oh, I'm a hobbyist, or I make money on YouTube, so this shouldn't happen. But really, there should be a consensus with all of us that, that it's draconian changes that they're making. But the thing is now, Google for years have not monetized gameplay videos. They have no interest in it. You cannot do it through their own service. So that's why we rely on third parties. But now they think, oh shit, actually we're losing a lot of money, like PewDiePie and all this fucking crap. Even though he's the ass of fucking YouTube gaming, if you ask me. They're now thinking, oh, we need to make our money. So they've rolled this in to try and stem the flow of cash coming in from third parties. And I can imagine they're going to try and make their own initiative.
We should start our own monetization platform.
You know what?
The RetroUnlim monetization platform. Hello.
As I said, there would be a new place that's going to basically take over and supersede YouTube, and it's gonna. And it looks at the moment that's going to be Dailymotion, and it's a smart move. At the end of the day, they've got issues. YouTube is basically not prepared to fix them. So the best thing to do is move to someone who is willing to suck your knob, and Dailymotion seem to be doing that.
Why is it
So and
I like the sound of that, Michael, because on Dailymotion, yes, on Dailymotion you can get your gameplay videos and your pornography in the same place.
Wait, you can watch porn on Dailymotion?
Yeah.
What?
Of course.
Go in there now.
I found my account. Has anyone
got to set the under 18 thingy off?
Look up.
Is this going to help my
girls leapfrogging?
Arnold's leapfrogging.
No.
Listen to one of the names of
Naked
these
girls
pornos on
leapfrogging.
ABB.
Make it totally. Nah, it'd be better if Arnold Schwarzenegger was leapfrogging.
Yes.
Jump over the chopper now.
You poked me.
Get down. Get down. Let me jump
Get
over
down.
you.
Right, oh, hang on. Oh, fucking this. I'm gonna hit you in a minute, computer. My computer seems to think it's safe just because I paid a lot of money for it, but it's not.
Anyway, while we have a quiet second, I'd like to introduce the 90s video game dude. Rich is on the stream. Hello, Rich.
Yes.
Hello.
I really enjoyed your shout out, Rich.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
But
really
it was a
nice.
bit odd not having, because I only expect to hear you with your normal voice here, so it's like, hang on a minute, he's using his normal voice there. Oh, someone's crossing the streams.
What's up, Mr.
Across the streams, and I've had to go to months and months of therapy to actually distinguish
like
myself
yourself
from
again.
the 90s video game dude.
I can imagine you going to the shrink meetings right now and just like, I can't get him out of my fucking head. He just comes back when I just don't want him. You know, I could be with my girlfriend. Now comes the dude. I don't know.
Oh no,
that was like totally awesome, babe.
he's coming through right now. He's trying to communicate right now, dude. It's me, the Nintendo dude. Save me, Doc. Save me.
Is it two opposite
just like
personalities
California.
vying for, supreme control of your brain?
Yes, but one of them is a terrible, terrible killer. But which one?
Which one, indeed?
90s video game dude, because he kills games. See what I did there?
I kill it. I kill it.
Like,
I
Rock Surfing
love
with
your
a fucking
mum.
Mega Drive controller.
90s video game killer.
You should do. Well, Michael said you should change your tag on your channel to the 90s video game. He kills games and loves your mums.
Killer King's mother of fuck.
I was what a manslag Harry from One Direction is.
Yeah.
I was watching
Yes.
Good News with Russell Howard, where he's talking about in the news this week. It was announced that there is a condition called Bieberitis. It causes hysteria where girls, scream and cry and lose all control of their bodies when Justin Bieber is near. And he goes, big fucking deal. And he puts a picture of Harry on the screen behind him and goes, that's nothing. This guy will fuck your mums. And it's funny because it's true. Right, this is my Daily Motion account, people. Boom.
Well, what is it?
I will look at it and follow.
It's a surprise. It's in the side thingy.
What is
Hickey.
it? What is it? Oh no, don't tell me. I don't want it spoiled before Christmas
It's in the
Day.
doohickey. Oh, that's an odd one. I've never said that before. It's in the doohickey
How
to
long
the
have you
side.
had this channel?
dailymotion.com/lawnboyspost. There you go.
1975.
Sorry, Scott. How long have I had what?
How long have you had this Daily Motion channel then?
A few months.
Huh.
Well, no. Whenever they announced that things were getting serious to copyright, that's when I banged one out. No, banged one up.
You chopped one out, yeah.
What I did was all the video that I took. Basically, it was it wasn't set up. It wasn't set up as a sort of
No way.
like a replace. No way. What? Who's behind me? It's Jimmy Savile, isn't it?
Now then.
I set it up not to like, oh look at me, I'm jumping ship or anything, but I put up all the stuff I deleted because even if no one was going to watch it, I just wanted it to still be somewhere, if that makes sense.
Put your links there and I'll follow. Go ahead.
So
I don't think I haven't got a Dailymotion. Well, I've got an account, but not a channel. I used to watch old Doctor Who before it was released on DVD.
it's old Doctor Who on Daily Motion.
You used to have loads of old
Yes,
Silver
it is?
Toy episodes on
Oh,
there.
this Daily Motion just keeps getting better and better.
Yeah, it's almost as good as YouTube, isn't it? Yeah.
Who's YouTube?
Yeah, it begs the question though, if Dailymotion does, you're not saying it will, does get absolutely massive, will they end up being copyright policed?
Of course. It's inevitable.
Do you know what's funny, right? I had a troll ages ago, because I was talking, this is about 18 months ago, maybe 2 years ago, when I was talking about this was changes back then, this was just format changes, and I said, you know what, this is like the 5th format change after blah, 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 and people are just going to get pissed off and go somewhere else. And some person came back and they just said, "You're a fucking idiot. There's nowhere else to go." And I was like, "Well, thank you for pointing that out so vehemently." But I said maybe there isn't somewhere to go right now, but you missed the point of what I'm trying to say, which is if they keep implementing stuff like this, there will be somewhere else to go because I'm gonna take advantage. He just went, "You know fucking nothing, you should shut up." So I just blocked him, and then obviously from that point forward, I had that extra, obligatory thumbs down on every video. But I wish I remembered his name so I could unblock him and then send him a PM, just go, "Fucking told you," and then block him again.
Right. Every time you log in after he had a falling out with you, this was
just one person. Every video I get, this dude thumbs down every single video that I upload.
That's the way it is with me.
Oh,
it seems to me that I get thumbs down wherever I go past about 70 or 80 views. I get one thumbs down from somebody. Who knows? God knows who it is. I haven't had a thumbs down for ages.
But if
I got a thumbs down on that shout out video.
But it's trying to maintain the balance.
Probably somebody didn't shoot it.
Yeah, probably.
It's what I find funny is I don't care about thumbs down, but they're fascinating if you actually stop to think about like the nature of what it is, because it's I noticed the digital transference of trolls. After Rich shouted me out, I got a load of review tech, not you, Rich, but your shout out was just as important. Thank you. After he shouted me out, obviously people who don't like him, this is what makes me laugh. They don't like him, but they won't block him because they want to be able to just show up and thumb down and then go away, which I've always found funny, which is if you want to waste your free time by literally making a point of going to every one of my videos to thumb it down and then leave, that's more a reflection of how sad you are than...
But thanks for the view and the ad revenue.
But what makes me laugh about that is because he shouted me out, then you suddenly get a large chunk of people come over and go, "I will hate you because he said positive things about you." So that gave me a whole bunch of, his digital trolls getting transferred to me. And then whenever I do a video where I get stuff in the mail, you get a whole bunch of thumbs down with people. I don't know if it's like, that's not fair, I want stuff in the mail.
It's just fucking jealousy.
It's funny, but it makes me laugh.
Ridiculous.
And then when you get your brand new troll that comes along, someone that decides they really hate you, and then you know you've got them because they make a point of going backwards and thumbing down at least 30 videos in a go, and I'm just like Wingnut said, "Well, yeah, okay, well, you gave me a view, and if you want to waste your time making, because that's probably going to take quite a long time to go and thumbs down 30 videos in a row."
Yeah, I mean, that's ad revenue any damn way. Go ahead.
Whatever floats your boat, mate, is what I say, whatever floats your boat.
Yes, I need that 2.5 pence to live. I need it to buy bread.
He needs it to shave Yack.
With 2.5 pence, you can shave 1/75th of Harry Yack's back hair.
Oh, God. And that is a lot of hair.
Yeah. So please give DP this Christmas because Mr. Yack would like to have a hair-free New Year.
But I had
shave his back with a rubber band.
Comment on when I was talking about the PS Vita when I got off Monkey Spaz, and he was like, "Oh, you got it for he's like, "Oh, you overspent on that." I was like, "What are you talking about? I bought it for a fucking fair fucking price, way cheaper than you would get it anywhere else." I was like, "What is your fucking problem?" So, I know, jealousy. Go fuck yourself.
You sure you didn't take it the wrong way because he's Scottish and there's a language barrier?
Yeah, you probably said that fucking selling prick fucking ripped me off in his Scottish role.
In his first Scottish role?
Droll.
Oh, in his first Scottish role? I thought, what, is he acting now?
His first Scottish role.
What did he call Scottish role?
Anyway.
Scottish roll.
What's the Shakespeare play that you can't say out loud? Is it Hamlet? No, it's not. What Shakespeare play can you not say out loud?
Macbeth.
That's it. I made you say it.
What's that fucking thing they did in Blackadder 3? Yeah. I remember it like, pinch your nose afterwards.
It's hilarious.
Discombobulate. Do you remember the dictionary episode where he just makes up words to piss off the I believe that I had to discombobulate.
I see you found my link there, Mr. Yack.
Yes. Scott, can we see the picture? The subtitle of this is, "Some asshole told me I could use my iPad to weigh myself."
Did you hear? And I swear it was put out by Apple, but it was a real thing on the internet, and I read it. And if it was put out by Apple to sell more iPhones, then genius. But if it was just some kid cocking around, it's even better. But download this app, and it will make your iPhone waterproof.
Oh, that caught a lot of people out, didn't it?
Oh my god!
That was an April Fool's joke.
I don't know. It's weeding out. You know, it seems like that good because they keep the gene pool clean.
Yeah, natural selection.
Yes.
And this year's Darwin Award goes to
Darwin. The best Darwin Award ever was the person who poisoned himself to death with methane because he lived in a room with a very small window that he couldn't reach, so he didn't open it, and he lived on nothing but baked beans and cabbage.
And Christmas tinners.
Yeah, and so there was no ventilation in the room, so basically the level of methane in his body just built up to such an extent that he killed himself.
They literally exploded.
Yeah.
Literally.
Has anyone actually found out if tinners are they bullshit or are they made up?
No, they exist. I looked on the game website and you can't buy any for love nor shit. So I know there might be any on eBay, but I don't think I really want to buy shit like that on eBay.
Do they really exist? Because it would be convenient for them to use it. Say everyone wants it because people will go to the shop, but they can always just say it's sold out.
I like the fact that Scott's currency is love and shit.
Just wait a couple of months. You'll be able to get them at Aldi and Big Lots.
Fuck that shit.
Aldi. What? Did they have Aldi's in the States?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Do you have
Lidl?
Lidl.
No.
Lidl?
They're brothers, aren't they? Do you know that? Aldi and Lidl are brothers.
What about
Franz Aldi and Franz Lidl?
Yes.
I like to think that someone would say,
Adolf Aldi.
I hate you, brother. One day I'm gonna make a better supermarket than you. Ha! I'd like to see you try.
What about quick save?
That's how it all starts.
Then you end up masturbating in the aisles.
That's what happened with Budweiser, wasn't it? Budweiser and Budvar. They were two brothers. One went to the States and made Budweiser. The other one stayed in Europe and made Budvar. But let's be honest, the bloke who made Budvar got it right, and the bloke who made Budweiser should be shot.
He's making a shitload of fucking money,
isn't it?
Yeah.
And they sponsor the FA Cup. I said to you, didn't I, Mr. Yackham? I cannot believe, right? I know it's revenue, but I cannot believe there is not a beer company in this country that is English, or British at least, that wouldn't want to sponsor the FA Cup. Because I'm pretty sure if you walk up to the I'm going to try it now. To all the Americans on the live stream, are you familiar with the FA Cup? There you go, Budweiser. That's your marketing done for you. Now piss off and let's give it to Foster's.
We should get Aldi to sponsor it.
The Aldi FA Cup.
The Aldi FA Cup.
You see, evidence that nobody cares about the FA Cup anymore is the fact that Wigan Athletic won it.
When?
That's right.
Oh, yeah, that's right. What did Swansea win? Swansea won the League Cup.
The Carling Cup,
The Carling Cup.
That match was an absolute travesty. It was one of the worst cup finals I've ever seen.
What was curling?
Carling's a beer.
Oh, sorry, no, it's the Capital One Cup.
Yes.
Capital One Cup.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. Oh no, that's not beer, is it? Yeah, switch from Carling to the Capital One Cup. So.
Well, it's better than the Johnston
it's better
Peak
than
Trophy.
Johnston Peak.
Wait, listen, you're gonna love this. That used to be called the LDV Vans Trophy, and also the Auto Windscreen Shield.
The Scottish League used to be sponsored by Iron Brew.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It is, isn't it? It used to be.
It's not now. It's not now.
Oh.
They've merged together with the SPL, so there's no sponsors at all.
Do we still do the Iron Brew bars?
Yes, Chewy bars. Yes.
Oh yes, those.
Yeah, man. They rule.
Very bad.
Was it? Who is it? Do Cowans still exist? Cowans used to do those. They used to do like the Dandy bars and the Beano bars. I'm sure they used to.
Oh, I know those because you could sometimes get them, couldn't you, with the Beano?
Lucky. Yay.
You're saving that till Christmas Day, aren't you, Dave?
Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve.
What is the Beano like these days?
Shit, I'll tell you what, right? For £5, yeah. I don't know if you can see that. Look how thick it is. It's a pamphlet. I've had pizza pamphlets come through the door that are thicker than that.
And that's the Christmas special as well. It's extra thick, that one.
Well, I was looking.
It's got the Dennis the Menace prank box, and if you read the back, it says these pranks. There's one of 7 special prank boxes, and you get a Spearmint gum snapper. You get I want the Nashapoo. There's a Nashapoo. I want a Nashapoo. Or you get, and I think this is kind of like, look at you being all fucking having a pop at, a racial stereotype. You get Billy Bob Nashers and an ice cube with a bug in it. I want the dog poo. That doesn't sound very dog pooish. Shall I
Do they put the 30 years the same stuff into it?
Sorry?
Put in the last 30 years the same stuff into it? Because I remember I also bought some magazines when I was, I don't know, 10 or 8 with exactly the same gimmicks. With this block and ice and all this stuff.
I think it's pretty much been the same stuff that they give away, hasn't it?
Well, I think they've run out of stuff to give away unless it's Xbox One.
It is 30 years old.
It really is a Christmas tradition. It's like I buy this every year.
You can still win a NES in the back of that.
Dave, are you going to get the Beano book 2014?
It's the Beano annual, which is why I'm not buying it. I'm still boycotting it until they change it back to the Beano book.
Well, I went to my... Sorry, go on.
I don't like. I know it sounds stupid, but I said on the the trailer for the football thingy. It's been so long, I've already forgotten our own name. The football thingy. That why the Beano book? It was always called the Beano and the Dandy were books. Everything else was an annual, but they were we're books. Look at us being different. And then why did they make them uniform? Were kids suddenly going to go? I don't want that. It's a book. It sounds like it's going to educate me. I want an annual. Why am I Victorian? Sorry. I should be up a chimney.
I went to my local supermarket and stood looking at all the annuals that they had in front of me, and one caught my eye. Angry Birds, even, not Angry Birds, wasn't... Hey, that was a character, some characters in the Beano, wasn't it?
The Three Bears.
The Three Bears, yes. But anyway, I'm on about Angry Birds. Angry Birds, Star Wars. What?
Angry
Birds?
Yeah.
Lego Batman? What?
Yeah.
What is all this? What next?
My voice got up here.
Was it in Viz that they had the 3 chairs?
I don't know. The funniest story in Viz was Page 3 girls. Remember that Page 3 school girls? Where they had to go in and they had to have their nipples inspected before they went into the school. And one of them went, "Oh no, I've got innies today. I'll never pass the exam." And someone said, "Don't worry, here's an ice cube." And she rubs it on her ice cube. She goes, "Wow, they're standing up like chapel hat pegs." And I just remember thinking, "Oh, Viz, girls, it's fantastic."
Star Wars is being hoarded out to everything and anything these days. It's like them and Ninja Turtles too.
Oh yeah, Ninja Turtles is starting to get really, but that's kind of I worry because that's kind of what destroyed it the first time round, if you know what I mean.
Why? What were they hoarding? I mean, I did back in the day, like when they had action figures and fucking.
They hoarded out to absolutely everything then.
Yeah.
You could get Ninja Turtles surgical syringe insulin kits.
Yeah, yeah. I remember they had cereal.
Band-Aids.
No, you could get towels, pants, band-aids, like everything. You could actually get full-size transfers for life-size cars. What kid has a life-size car? He's a kid, for God's sake. And I'm convinced that's what killed it the first time, because it got to oversaturation. People just went... Because everyone wanted Turtles when that year when there weren't enough figures to go around.
Oh, yeah.
I like Turtles.
You look at like any kid born, most kids born in the '80s. You look at like their pictures from back then. There's Ninja Turtles all over the fucking place. That shit caught on like wildfire.
Yeah, Turtles.
Yeah, it was like action figure herpes.
Yeah, that stuff was actually the Turtles were created like 20 minutes from my house over in Northampton. In Massachusetts.
By Eastman and Laird.
Yeah, and like when I was at this party a little while back, I was talking to Burhan, I think, about this. I met this girl at a party, and her pops was A.C. Farley, who's another artist for the Ninja Turtles. So we were chatting up for a while, and she was saying like back when the first set of like action figures came out, I guess her pops came home with like trash bags full of them that he had gotten from for promotion from.
Wow.
Yeah, how sick is that, right? And was like, yo, here's like every fucking figure in the set, and it was pretty sweet. So we chatted about that and stuff. So
you should have said to her, can I have those?
We couldn't get them for no money.
Yeah, I mean, well, that was like 20 years ago.
If you read the original Turtles, though, like the stuff they did, they're very dark.
They're insanely dark. Like they used to drink beer back then, and like you see like limbs get cut off and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but they're so good. They're all in black and white. They're just awesome.
Yeah, and they're probably more mature-looking turtles and stuff. And I remember that because I've got a few of them.
Yeah, yeah.
They were independently published, weren't they? Was it not Mirage? Is it Mirage? I can't remember.
Yeah, it was Mirage. I think, yeah.
And the one I got that as a kid, I just thought was epic, but it was so dark. Was Splinter has to have visions, so in order to do so, he has to eat these really old figurines that were handed down through generations of ninjas, and he coats them in like a toxin that will almost kill him, and then he swallows them so he can locate the turtles. And as he has the vision, locates the turtles, someone cuts Raphael's hand off and stabs Donatello through the shoulder, and then they have to retreat, and there's blood all over the snow, and it's black and white, and it's amazing artwork. And I just went, no one's actually said Cowabunga.
Yeah. That when that show when that thing went to the kids comics that most people read in the 90s, it took quite a dive. And I guess she was saying that when that happened, like her pops was like real pissed off, like he didn't want it to go that way. And everyone can understand that, but like anything, like you look at Justin Bieber shit, anything, whatever they can sell the kids, fuck it, plaster it on walls and fucking do whatever. So.
Yeah.
The day the Bieber died. It's a day I'm going to celebrate. Too cold?
Yeah. It should be a national holiday.
It should be a global holiday. Bieber deceased.
What makes me laugh is like he's the worst Canadian you can ever think of. It's like Johnny Happy Console Gamer, Rob Man.
No. Canada's apologised about Brian Adams on many occasions.
Rob Man, Johnny Millennium, both excellent Canadians.
Johnny Millennium's actually English, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he's part English or whatever.
I'm sure he
doesn't matter. He was born English, brought up in Canada. He's one of us.
It's like Keith Sutherland. Keith Sutherland's not Canadian. He was born in England. As far as I'm concerned, that makes him ours. Yeah, hands off. The rest of the world, he's ours. Come and make British films that no one will see.
With Snake is
ours. Just went away.
It's like the rapper Slick Rick. He's English.
Oh yeah. Is he?
Yeah, he is. Yeah,
Really?
he was born in London.
I can have him.
He was raised in London,
Yeah,
I believe.
I didn't know that.
Until he was like 7 or something.
Oh, right, fair enough. Wow, you
Do
can
you
tell.
remember the bit in South Park, the movie, where they screw you, buddy, eh? It's about freedom of speech. It's about, and he goes, I'm sorry, but could you say the part it's about again? And he goes, fuck you, buddy, eh? And then he goes, now, the Canadian government has apologised by Brian Adams on many occasions. I just talked myself into watching the South Park movie.
Screw you, buddy. I'm not your buddy, friend. I'm not your friend, guy. I'm not your guy, buddy.
Remember Terrence and Phillip, the day the laughter died? I've actually got one of my plushy Terrence and Phillip dolls.
I don't know if any of you guys seen it, but I watched the latest episode they did with the console wars, the newer ones.
Yes.
Really fucking funny.
I haven't seen them yet. I need to watch them.
Yeah.
I need to watch them.
It shocks me that a show like South Park that's lasted quite a few years still remains relevant and still remains funny.
That's what
It all boils down to how they produce the show. They do it in a week. They don't send it off to Korea and it takes 6 months to arrive. They have, jokes that always hit the money every single time.
But then that's the importance of just basically with anything, the importance of just staying current.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I was thinking about this the other day about how South Park, it's current to today, but I mean, if you look 20 years of the future or whatever, when it's looking back on something like this, there's a lot of things in Family Guy that people are like, what the fuck are they getting at? And it's like something that reflects back to like 20 years in the past. So, I mean, it is current to today, which I think is awesome. They're one of the few people who do it, but when it does go to the future, it eventually is going to be, what the fuck is that about anyway,
Yeah, it's like the old Looney Tunes episodes where you see Hitler showing up in the Daffy Duck cartoon.
Well, everybody knows who Hitler is the thing, but nobody's going to know who Justin Bieber is in 10 years' time.
Well, let's hope. Anyway.
Let's hope.
Your voice, let's hope.
He might end up being the actual Antichrist for all we know.
Yeah.
He is Hitler.
Does that mean we should actually take the time to find the 7 golden daggers in case we do actually need to bring him down ourselves?
He's probably the best argument against YouTube.
He's probably the best argument for contraception.
I reckon.
He's the world's biggest accident.
He was when he first sort of started on YouTube singing his little songs. It was that's a cute little lad singing, and then he got famous and became the biggest dick in the entire universe.
Did you see the story where he got busted and they filmed it? And I thought, what an asshole! But the little girls down below probably loved it. Spray me with your clue juice, where he was flobbing out off the balcony onto the people down below. I thought, you fucking ass. I tell you what, Bieber, take all your security guards, tell them to piss away. Me and you, I'm gonna fucking kick you into the sun.
Hey Scott, have you got the Megadeth Christmas album yet?
What?
What?
They're playing it in Tesco.
What?
There's a Megadeth Christmas?
Yeah, Megadeth released a Christmas album.
No way.
Yeah.
No, that was just like
Merry fucking Christmas!
Wait. I gotta buy that.
I'm sure it's not anywhere near as good as when Kiss saved Christmas.
No, it was just a Jimmy Kimmel skit.
Wow. Ah, lame.
Yo, here's an awesome picture of Justin Bieber.
Swag.
Rich,
Yeah.
do you have a special announcement for us? I believe you came into some money today.
I did, yes. The reason I'm late is because I went to the bingo with my good lady, and I won at the bingo a whole £10.
Whoa!
Wait.
You're British.
And you're 50 years older now.
How much did you pay?
So you're saying that you came all over the money?
Do you know what? They're really missing a trick here, because at the bingo, right, do they sell food?
They do.
They should sell spicy wings, and then you could say, hey, I've got bingo wings. Sorry.
Or drink Red
Got me
Bull.
asked to play
Get
the
the wings.
But no, there was 20 grand up for grabs, but I won 10 of it. So I feel good. I'm good about myself. That pays for my petrol that I put in today.
Yeah, petrol was about fucking it.
Rich,
What do you drive, Rich? What do you drive?
I drive a piece of shit. I drive a Daihatsu Sirion.
Is it a
2002.
19th edition? 2002?
2002.
Fucking poser.
It's a late 2002. It's a 52. So
Not early 2002. Not like
newer than
early
my
in the
car. Mine's
90s,
on a
2002.
Mine's on a 51. Hey, Rich, why don't you tell everyone your registration?
90S, dude.
CUDE1.
Really?
Of course.
Cool.
I was going to look out the window and read mine, but it was actually going to be my neighbour's.
No, we can all stalk you. We can look for your car.
Dude one.
Yes. Well, if anybody's going to Blackpool this year, then I shall be driving down in that, unless it conks out, of course, beforehand.
Can you come by my house first and pick me up?
Yes.
Yeah, mine.
You'll have to sit in my.
There's only one
You'll
other
have to sit in my son's baby seat, though, Dave.
If it gets me to Blackpool for free, hey?
Right. Lanky bastard, he'll fit.
Lanky bastard. I'm short. I'm very short, I'll have you know. I talk up here, but I stalk down here. I'm actually 4.5 foot. Do you know that? What you don't see is when I yeah, no, that's why if you look at my pickup videos when they were still there, that's why the camera was always really, really low. And when I film my my videos and the vlogging videos, I sit on 2 yellow pages. I'm a hobbit. I'm a hobbit. That's what, and I shave my feet so no one knows. Actually, I'm not. I don't know. I am. What am I? 5'6"? Still pretty short. I can't reach the top shelf for all the good magazines.
Is that why you get the Beano?
Stops you from sodomy, I guess.
Hang on, I can't think of a link between Playboy, Mayfair, and sodomy.
I don't either. Even though I think sodomy should be declared a sport, still. You can only dream.
I'm still disappointed that Jimmy Savile wasn't the presenter of tonight's show, because he was in the carousel in the promo.
Yeah,
and I was hoping that it would stop on him, but no.
Here we have a skeleton going, now and.
Yeah, when there was all those people and then there was Scott, to be fair, I thought it might be Scott.
Yeah.
And I was right.
I thought a giveaway is
a few of them were dead.
Yeah, I thought Scott might have a chance here because one of them's dead, one of them's horrifically homophobic, so that might not be good for views. Yeah, so yeah, I pretty much thought you had it.
There was at
Scott
least
rigged
2
it.
pedophiles on there.
Yeah, that's right. Gary Glitter was on it.
Like the national lottery draw, it's fixed. The balls are weighted.
What would you do if we came out and there was Gary Glitter? Good old Paul Gadd, naked from the waist up. Just sitting there.
I think I'd immediately
webcam.
throw up shortly by immediately turn it off. Or no, I wouldn't. I'd ask him for his. I'd ask him to. I say, look, Gary, I'm actually 7 years old. Why don't you tell everyone on the stream what your actual address is? Then I'd get an angry mob together with pitchforks and fire because that's the law, and we would march for.
You can ask him for his car registration.
Get pitchforks.
It's Dude 2.
No, I'm sure his registration would be Did You. Sorry. Dust Bunny. The thing is, someone said he still earns money off his records. So,
Why not?
He does.
But
Well, why not?
surely not in this country.
Well, no,
Of course,
supposedly.
yes.
No, I don't mean because he shouldn't be entitled to it, because, you know, royalties are royalties. But I mean, who the fuck is buying them?
Well, do
Well,
people... All right.
Well, supposedly Watkins is supposedly going to make a load of money. You
Yeah,
can't
he's
spend
owed
it.
150 grand, isn't he, in backdated royalties or something?
You could spend it on fags or something.
You could spend it on lube so it doesn't hurt so much when he's horrifically punished in the showers, as I hope he is.
You can spend it on a giant banana.
I shouldn't think he'll last 35 days, to be honest, instead of 35 years.
And you know what? I
What makes him
honestly
laugh, though?
don't
That guy
care,
has lost
in the
his
sense that
fucking-
I ain't losing any sleep over him. If he...
Oh god, no.
We need to build a gun that
He's not
shoots rockets into the
fucking
sun, and that's where we should put these people.
We shall build it.
I'll
And
make
they will
it
build
good
it.
games for
We
our
have the
enjoyment.
technology.
We'll build a big tower like we do on South Park to heaven.
Yes.
We'll stop at the sun and let them off
Just chuck them in.
in a big sack.
Yeah. Like Superman did with all the missiles in the Quest for Peace.
Yeah, but it
That's
probably
what they should do. They should make Superman relevant. In the current issue of Superman, he flies up with a big net full of paedophiles and throws them into the sun.
No!
It'll probably put the sun out from all the cold blood.
The day the sun died. I like to think as he's doing it, Superman's throwing his net of paedophiles into the sun. Green Lantern flies up and just drop kicks Bieber in there as well. And he goes, but he wasn't a paedophile. And he goes, oh, wasn't he? No, I mean, you know he was. And then the world is clean and happy because Bieber and all the bad people are gone.
And you zoom out from the sun, and it's actually Chuck Norris's eye.
And then he winks. This
Now
calls
Chuck
for a
Norris has
Chuck
an
Norris
eye booger.
fact.
Yay!
Go on.
More
I think
Chuck
it's a
Norris fact.
Mr. T related one.
Hang on. When Chuck Norris enters a nightclub, he instantly becomes the life of the party. An instant is roughly how long it takes Chuck Norris to kill a room full of people. Chuck Norris, coincidentally, lives in a round house. Chuck Norris can eat a Rubik's Cube and poop it out solved. Chuck Norris' penis has a toenail.
Okay.
Oh god.
What? Okay.
That's weird.
Chuck Norris is the only 100% effective form of contraception.
Kick you in the nuts.
Chuck Norris has a Wrangler belt in karate. Chuck Norris bemoans the fact that the typical American is unaware that Walker, Texas Ranger, is in fact an unscripted reality TV show.
Who wrote these?
Chuck Norris.
Ian Spector. It's funny, there's a brilliant forward at the start where Chuck Norris liked this because it got him loads of attention, you know, kind of when he wasn't out there. And then because it started to take off, he then got really pissed off and then tried to sue him. But this guy won. Here's a brilliant one for Patrick. Chuck Norris does not believe in Germany.
But Germany believes in him.
Yeah.
So is it the writer of that book the only person who's actually beat Chuck Norris?
Dave, have you got any?
Apart from Bruce Lee.
Hang on, this one's horrible.
That was just a special effect.
Yeah,
Well, it's being an actor, martial artist, and poet. Chuck Norris is also a world-renowned physicist. It was in this capacity that he once had a disagreement about steady-state theory with Stephen Hawking, hence the wheelchair.
Dave, are there any Christmas-related Chuck Norris facts? We can do a themed edition. Chuck Norris facts, the Christmas edition.
I can't see any. There are like 35 versions or variants for this book. The only reason World War II occurred was because Chuck Norris was in fact taking a nap at the time.
Fair enough.
Well, how do you explain World War?
If the coach had put Chuck Norris in the fourth quarter, then they would have won state.
Right over my head.
Someone explain it to him.
No, please don't.
Oh dear.
Chuck Norris
Anyway, guys,
is not
we're-
hung like a horse. Horses are hung like Chuck Norris.
We're close to wrapping up, guys. So.
I killed the show with Chuck
No,
Norris.
no, you want to do a few more jokes before we finish.
Somewhat
Anyway.
appropriate wrapping up because it's Christmas.
You.
What?
Thank you. Thank you, John.
Tupac would not be dead if he hadn't eaten Mr. T's Cheetos. Were there Mr. T Cheetos? I cannot not deny or confirm this, but that should be.
It should be. That'd be great. I'm looking.
But I will have one little announcement.
Oh.
On Christmas Day, we'll be having RetroUnlim 19, but we won't be here live.
No.
It will be a Best Bits episode. So throughout the last 18 streams, there will be a video of us being idiots for your pleasure. So stay tuned for that.
Scott, who's
So
editing
it
this
basically
together?
mostly just featured me then.
What was that, Harry?
Well, it's 100 minutes of Dave, but no, not the TV channel.
50
Long Boys
50 shades
posting.
of 50 shades of Dave.
Listen to this is brilliant. Oh, I love this book.
Scott, who's taking control of the editing for that edition?
Fucking not me.
Do the roulette.
Well, it seems everybody's passing the editing on to someone else.
Because you're an amazing editor, Harry.
And also, we'll be back live on Friday the 3rd of January. But with free blockbusting announcements, including an extra special guest.
Oh,
extra special guest host.
Oh, well.
Someone hosting extra specially.
Guys, I highly encourage you to tune in for that.
Mr. T invented mathematics to record how many fools he's pitied.
Yes. I invented mathematics, fool. Proud of it. Fool that pity.
Chuck Norris saved President Bush from choking once on a pretzel by roundhouse kicking him in the throat. Chuck Norris had no idea he was choking.
That, I think, will bid everyone adieu, so good fucking night.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Merry Christmas.
Bye. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year.
Stroke your Yuletide log.